What is up, my people? Confession to make. Before we came in the stream, my beard did not look like this. I'll explain. Watch. My beard did not look like this 10 minutes ago. I had my beard down. I did not have soccer today, or I did, but I showered afterwards, got ready afterwards. And my beard, again, did not look like this. I put it in a knot, even though all day I consciously decided that I was going to do the stream with the beard down, long, 18 inches, let it flow. Come on, big baby. And I thoroughly realized, I already knew this because I'd kind of mentioned plans before, but I thoroughly realized it does not look as good, or in my mind, does not look good at this length down with most shirts and most lighting, and it really showed it today. I put that out there for early in the stream to be vulnerable, early in the stream for replay people to watch. The reason why I put that out there is because a lot of guys get into this habit of chasing numbers, going after some goal that doesn't actually serve them. For example, having the longest beard possible. A lot of guys want to check their growth rate per month. They want to make sure they're reaching 17, 18 inches and beyond. And at some point, you lose track of what actually looks good. You lose track of why you're doing it, and you're chasing these milestones that don't actually benefit you, just to stay committed to the long beard. And that's just one example, right? We've seen in all areas of life. I have mentioned I will be doing a trim. That trim is likely going to happen this week. So keep that in mind, you guys. It is okay to like your beard at different lengths, different shapes, different sizes. It's okay to switch it up. It's okay to go for big, right? If your goal is to go for this huge accomplishment, that's awesome. But don't stay in something just because of a number. And again, mine legitimately did not look as good. Jordan did not look as good as it is tied up. And so I will be trimming my beard back to a length that I believe looks its best. And that will be coming up with a trim what's up, JB? That will be coming up with a trim this week. All right. This week. And then a video will follow in usually a week to 2 weeks, depending on how it falls into my schedule, my rotation. And so keep that in mind, you guys. I want to put that out there. A lot of times we get weird about stuff like that. As men, we don't admit it. It's like the same reason guys don't admit if they're like balding, right? They start to convince themselves of these things when it's at some point a net positive to just shave your head. At some points, it's not a good thing to be insecure and to be covering it and fighting it and spending all this money on minoxidil and all this other stuff. At some point, you make the choice to shave it, and you get rid of that like silly ego thing. You get rid of that silly like man thing. That is me with my beard right now. Will there be people that are sad that who's balding? Will there be people that are sad that I do go and trim my beard this week? Of course. But the fact of the matter is it's not their beard, it is mine. I'm not in a competition. I made no commitment to any number, anything like that. And another huge sidebar is trim content. People really enjoy, whether they want to learn how to trim or they just enjoy watching trim content. And then there's some people that get scared, right? They watch it for the mess up. And so that's a big one. Hey, you forgot to like this stream. Moose said it. Moose, I forget which one it was, but I had a stream recently. I think it was Beard Advice Live last week, and I was calling for my moose. I said, Moose, where's my moose at? I need my moose back up. Moose was not there. He was not there. I was hollering into the abyss. So, yep, I did not have him on the stream that moment. And yeah, so Patrick says, shaving my head made my beard just pop. I put all the focus on the beard. Yeah, there you go. Yep, absolutely. So yes, and thank you, Bob and Terry. I said I'm a handsome young man, no matter the size of my beard. I do agree with that. I'm not down that. It's just oftentimes, you guys, people get caught up in their head and start being committed to things that they don't need to. And so, yeah, what's up, Saad? What's up, man? Yep. 18 inches, thought you were at 22 not long ago. Nope, you are confusing either me with someone else, Leo, or you are confusing numbers. I've never been at 22 inches long for my beard in my entire life. And I know that, and I've never claimed that, Leo, because I've been doing post. I did let me see if I can find it here. I did a post somewhat recently where it was at 17.5 inches. So I'll show you here. This is on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow my Instagram and you want updates like this that you don't get often on YouTube, just go ahead and give me a little follow there. You don't need to. I don't make money off of it or anything like that. But if you want genuinely to follow updates, that's where it's at. So yep, nope, Leo, never been at 22 inches, never claimed that one. Somehow you got your signals crossed there. But yep, I was at 17.5, and then I believe currently I'm sitting at 18. Yep, currently at 18 for sure. And Patrick says, it's weird how we attach so much emotion to our facial hair. I don't know if weird is the appropriate word I would use, but I understand what you're saying. I know I have the issue. It connects to me and my dad. It connects to my dad and grandpa. It's more than just a beard. It's a connection. Exactly. That's not weird. Right? Yeah, it's definitely not weird. It's interesting. It's different. It's unique. But yeah, I would not go with weird on that one. So yeah. And Leo says, I was chasing length when my beard looked perfect and kept it there for years. There you go. Yep. I have not said how much I'm going to trim off. I'm going to save that for the video. And so I'm going to save that one for a video, and then I'll display it on the video. I'm sure you guys will probably see it first on live streams because I'm going to trim, and then it takes time for my video to get into the rotation and into the schedule. I'm always a week ahead of time, but oftentimes, depending on where it's at in the week, I'm sometimes 2 weeks ahead of time. So yeah, our beard lengths like fishtail sides? No, beard lengths should be pretty like just measured and exact set. You shouldn't be able to get any kind of you shouldn't be able to get any kind of like please notice this. You are noticed, young man. I think I know who this is, so be careful, young man. I could text your mother that you're not behaving at 9 p.m. at night, sir. I do know he's in your school. Yes. I do know that. But welcome, everybody. Welcome in. I hope everybody is doing great. That was my little TED Talk to begin on my little TED Talk to begin on the stream here. Yep, Levi, I know who it is, man. Yep, go easy, buddy. Go easy. And so, yeah, and then real quick here, Cullen has a question. He said, hey, Ian's checking in from the other side of the pond, 2:08 a.m. Super cool. Super quick question. As everyone here knows, I've been trying and doing everything. Well, let's not get a little bit cocky there, Cullen. I don't know if everyone knows what you're doing. Easy there, buddy. And as natural as possible, but mustache not showing much improvement. Should I try minoxidil just on the stash? I do not recommend it. No. Very, very few, very rare cases have I actually talked to someone that it's worked. I've seen Reddit forums, I've seen comments on YouTube videos, but almost everybody I've talked to that have tried minoxidil, there's really only been two outcomes. One is they didn't have any result, nothing happened, they wasted money and time. All right? Second result, they have a negative reaction. The scariest of which are heart palpitations. All right, I will. Take care, Levi. Have a great school day tomorrow, man. I do not recommend it. Cullen, we've seen the progress with you. You also are at a younger age. You just got to slow down, man. You've had an insane amount of growth in an insane amount of time, meaning short amount of time. Patience, healthy habits, and step back. You have great facial hair, man. You don't need to rush into these things. A beard is not in the age of instant gratification. Slow down. Enjoy the beard you have. Appreciate the journey. Relax. All right? Again, I've said it for years and years and years, and I will continue to say it. A beard will teach you patience if you let it. A beard will teach you patience if you let it. to answer your question, no, I do not recommend minoxidil. If anybody has other experience or feedback, this is an open community. It's not a one-way street. If you have had great experience with minoxidil and it's something you recommend for a man who is not at the pivotal age of growing a full beard to the peak genetics, go ahead and let them know your recommendations here. Okay. And shout out to everybody in here so much. So yes, absolutely. And guys, just a reminder, we are live every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Me and my beautiful wife, Sam C. It's right here, Beard Advice Live. If you guys would like to be a part of the show, send an email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and we would be happy to give you some feedback about your beard and your journey and how we can help you guys out. And I hope that you guys will be here this week. Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Dan, home camera looks 8K. Yeah, that's for sure. The studio quality hits different. There's no doubt about that. I'm glad we have a mobile setup. I'm glad we have the ability to keep the show going. I hope you guys appreciate that commitment, even on family time, even on vacation, all that kind of stuff. It means a lot to me. But I do prefer the studio and the quality, even though we're here for the community and the engagements. All right, almost home. All right, Jay, be safe, man. Be safe. What's up, Dave? Welcome, Blanco. Hello, everybody. Any more trips in the near future? Just soccer ones. My kids started school back today. I'll show you guys a picture in a second. And so now for the next, 6 months, there's no trips other than the soccer trips, which usually we don't miss any kind of Monday. Dan, do you get a little curl at the end of your beard after you untie your knot? Oh, I get every little curl, Sean. I get a wave, I get a dip, I get a whoop-de-whoop, a swoop-de-swoop. I get everything when I take it out of the knot, yes. But I can get it pretty straight again by adding water and combing it. So, yeah, that would definitely help out. So, yeah. Dan, do you have a recommendation for small batch beard companies that offer hair shampoo? I like Volt and did Dr. Nick's. Yeah, dude, there's a bunch of them. Artius, man, tonight they have shampoo. Johnny Ray has shampoo. Copper John's has shampoo, yes. The Fenugreek shampoo. True North has shampoo and conditioner. And I'm sure I'm missing a couple of others in there, but those are kind of the main ones that my family uses. The main one we use is Blue Tansy by Johnny Ray, but we do have several others that are out there. So again, Artius Man, True North, Johnny Ray, Weatherbeard. Weatherbeard has had hair shampoo? No. Am I tripping on that one right now? No. You guys, Beard Octane doesn't have head hair shampoo, and I don't think Weatherbeard has head hair shampoo, unless I'm blanking. Yeah, but no, for sure, Artius Man, for sure, Johnny Ray, for sure, True North, for sure, Copper John's. Yep, but a couple of them that you mentioned are not head hair shampoo companies. Yep. Have you ever seen a curly-haired beard? Yeah, JGJ, in the last, 2 months, I made a full video about it. Yes. Yeah, I literally made a full video about curly beards. So, yes, sir. Yep, absolutely. All right. Nevitz wants to know, what's the go-to scent here? We're going to get into all that, of course, but if you want to help answer his question, mine is Invigoration, but it is up to you entirely. Yep, absolutely. Okay. All right. Yeah, Weatherbeard, I was going to say, Weatherbeard doesn't, Octane doesn't. Yeah, there's a few. Quick question. I recently had to get stitches on my hand, so I cannot put oil on the hand, which is what you would recommend against using a glove to apply. Yeah, I mean, if you need to use a glove, use a glove. There's no damage. It's just like a personal thing. But yeah, use a glove, man. That's totally fine. Or you can find ways to apply it with one hand. Just experiment, play around. But yeah, don't have any worries. There's nothing wrong with using a glove. I remember I saw an advent for a local beard competition last year. Thought about showing up, maybe someday. Anyone here enter? Oh yeah, dude, Dean. Probably near half the people in here have been in beard competitions. Some ones really recently. If anybody's looking for beard competitions, just type in your address bar, beardcalendar.com, and you'll find a list of all of them. And so, yeah. And so Artius's, man, top 3 personally are 3-wood, Invigoration, and Restoration. So there you go. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Da-da-da. And one thing, so Colin says, I would use the dropper applied to the face. One thing to be cautious of applying a dropper to the face is you are applying something to a surface where you could be getting bacteria and other things, even though we're clean, right? Even though all that, we still, you want to, if at all possible, avoid touching it. Maybe just drop it directly onto it, but try to avoid touching the dropper to your beard or to your face. And Brian says, I enjoyed the Walgreens video. The instant you said how much the total cost was for 2 ounces, I knew it wasn't going to be positive. And, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule. You don't ever want to think like, oh, man, if it's too good to be true, it can't be true. Well, sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not. So you are correct there. You are absolutely correct. Oh, that's really cool, Stan. Stan said, I've been blessed having a daughter that enjoys applying beard oil and butter. Very cool. Yep. Do beards get fuller as it grows? I have 1 month in, and I still have a bit of sparse on the cheeks. Yeah, so almost always, Gusta, it does. It oftentimes can be a case of it really does get thicker. Oftentimes it can be a case of you learning how to care for it better and have better habits, which helps it get thicker. Oftentimes it has to do with you getting older, which if you're under the age of 42, odds are it will get thicker. And then most commonly the beard grows and it starts to cover those sparse areas. So if it starts covering those sparse areas, then yes, absolutely. But it's not a guarantee. Nobody can sit up here and say, hey, 1 month in, if you keep growing for 6 months, it will be thicker. No, I mean, that's not everybody, right? If I said that, I would be lying to you. Truly, and for some reason, it's always at the end of summer where I think people really need to hear this. It's kind of going back to the Cullen advice earlier. Patience and healthy habits. The best beards, truly the best beards, are the ones that stick with it. And they learn as they go. They learn good baseline habits and products. And then they learn what their beard needs. They learn what their personal variables are. They learn what their personal preference is. You zoom out long enough, you're going to see a great beard. But so many people get to a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then they give up, and they don't ever give themselves a chance to reach that better beard that is possible. Patience and healthy habits. All right? Patience and healthy habits. Yeah, huge. Dave says, highly recommend beard comps. Great way to meet like-minded people. Yeah, and they're always for charity. So yes. Should I worry about 10 or so hairs falling out when I wash my beard? Colin, you got to watch my videos, man. Come on, buddy. No, that is called beard shedding. Colin, after the stream, search beard shedding. It has to do with having a white bulb. I give numbers on there. You got a lot of binging to do on that one. Beard shedding. It is natural. It happens to all of us. If anybody ever tells you they go a day without shedding a beard hair, they are grossly unaware or they are lying to you. Those are the only two options. There will never be a day in your life where you don't shed some beard hairs. Literally will never be a day. You're going to shed a hair every single day. So yes, very, very normal. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. What's up, Drank? Yeah. Okay, 10-month update. Nah. Look at Christopher's new picture, you guys. New pic. Who this? Yes, sir. Yeah, guys, I have a video on that as well, but the average peak beard genetic age is 42 years old. That has to do with this perfect balance of producing DHT and being sensitive to DHT. Now, that's an average. Some people it's higher, some people it's lower, but that is on average. Does Artius Man have a timetable for getting products back in stock? A lot of body care items are out. Their owner, Jeff, is in the chat, you guys. He is the one commenting from the Artius Man page. So Jeff will respond to this. And if you guys have other questions, this is the perfect time to get it straight from the company themselves. Yeah, absolutely. Dan, your vibes seem like you're in 11 out of 10 mood. Did you have a better day weekend than usual? Are you just happy the kids are out of the house? No, man, this is nothing I can attribute it to. It was a chill weekend. It was a good day. The kids went back to school today. Let me show you guys a picture on that real quick here. Oh, that's me. But let me show you a picture on the kids going back to school. But no, nothing crazy that comes to mind. But yeah, here are the kids. They went back to school today. We have a middle schooler, Maddox. We got Jackson going into 4th grade, and then we have Violet going into 1st grade. And so we are pumped. We are pumped for their school year and very, very, very excited to have just another amazing year. My kids always do great with school, behavior-wise, grade-wise, socially, all that stuff. Very, very proud of them. Violet at home, different story. But at school, she knows how to separate that line. And what they say is, right, if your kids are crazy at home but super respectful and polite and great elsewhere, it means their home is their safe place. That's where they know they can let it loose. They know they can kind of get the emotions out as their brain is developing, as they're going through hormone changes and stuff. Genuinely, and you guys know I'm an open book, and oftentimes people like to bond over like crapping on their kids. My kids are incredible. Yep, they are incredible for school behavior, sports behavior, just in general. So, yeah, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, got that. Love it. Dan, do you recommend the Live Bearded beard supplements? I don't take their beard supplements, but I would imagine they are quality. Supplements are proven. They're tried and true. Usually beard supplements have collagen. They've got a bunch of things that we need for optimal beard growth. Now, it comes as a caveat. If you are somebody that is unbelievably dialed in with your diet, you're getting all the right macros per day, and you're someone that supplements for your body in general, right? You're taking men's multivitamins, you're taking collagen, you're doing all these things, it might not be much of a benefit to you. Most of us don't have perfect diets. Most of us are not eating for our beard specifically and exclusively. So most people you would benefit, but not everybody. Yep, not everybody. Okay, a fisherman and a beard make a good match. There you go. Yep, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome for the feedback. I'm here. Dan, I've been taking biotin to increase my beard growth for a couple of weeks. Now I've noticed my nails grow fast, but I'm not sure about the beard. Is there anything that promotes growth? Biotin. If your nails are growing faster, your beard is growing faster. What? Let me say it again. If your nails are growing faster, your beard is growing faster. Here's the crazy thing. Our nails are made of this thing called keratin. So is our beard hair. And your body doesn't get to pick and say, ooh, I'm gonna increase growth on that keratin, but not that keratin. Now, I'm not talking about head hair. That's male pattern baldness. That has to do with the follicle, not rate of growth. That's a whole different story. If you have follicles and you have living hair, if you increase, it will be growing faster. So, Ian, unbelievably great news. If your nails are growing faster, so is your beard. Yep. Your beard. Kenny says, if you don't consume past Dan C videos, what are you doing? I don't know, man. That's a great question. Yeah, that is a great question. Yep. Chelsea, update. All is well with the baby's heart. Oh, good. He does have the one defect, but the other concern was scanning the wrong vein. Wow, they're scanning the wrong vein? Well, I'm glad. That's great news. Great news. So, yes. All right, Christopher says, my favorite like is when someone asks me about my beard. Have you heard of Dan C? Followed by, he has a video for that. Love it. Love it. Okay, and Artius Man said, we just received a shipment of several OOS body products today. Okay, awesome. Got my free butter in the mail today that I won on Dan's page from Artius. Oh, cool, Stan. That's awesome. Yep, very, very cool. Yeah, Dean said his daughter's going to high school. Crazy how fast the years are and how slow the days are. Yep. Mega says Dan always seems like an 11 out of 10 to me. Well, I appreciate it, man. I take pride. One of my biggest skills, and I do believe this is a skill. One of the biggest skills I have is making sure I hold myself accountable to be in a good mood, even if the conditions are not forecasting that way. One more time. One of my greatest skills is holding the standard of being in a good mood, even when the conditions are not forecasting that way. Now, notice I did not say acting like I'm in a good mood, looking like I'm in a good mood. I don't put on fronts. I am who I am. If I'm angry, you're going to know it, right? If I'm annoyed, you're going to know it. And many of you have seen many sides of me. But I do believe it's a skill to be positive, and I've said it a million times, but positivity to me, all right? Positivity to me is everything that is given to me, I'm going to make the most out of it. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. It's not all sunshine. Not everything in my life is coming at me in a positive way. Not everything is really great news. Trust me. I have a lot of challenges, more than many. Not as much as some, but more than many, I just don't talk about them. I don't share about them. I don't vent about them. I don't ask for help on them. If I need help, I go to the spot I need help for, but I really take pride in holding a standard of being in a good mood no matter the conditions. And that means a lot to me. It really changes the way I interact with my career, the way I interact with my wife, the way I interact with my children. Those three are really, really important to me, and it makes a big difference. Yeah, it really, really does make a difference. Dan, I've never seen this before on your channel. If you haven't watched the channel in a while, you'll only get notification and an inbox. I only get notifications 10 minutes after you go live. Interesting. So one thing you could do if you're like my notifications aren't working, go to the channel, turn off notifications. It's the little bell. Click notifications back. This is a good tip for everybody, for any YouTube channels you like. Click notifications. That's not enough, though. When you click notifications, YouTube still decides when they think content is important. This isn't the sexiest YouTube channel out there. We're not chasing drama. We're not chasing like negative things. So sometimes YouTube doesn't like to promote those kind of channels. It is what it is. It's human nature. Click the notifications button, and then if you click it again, it'll actually give you 3 options. You want to click all notifications. All notifications. That will allow you to see everything that you have. So yeah, yep, absolutely. Might be a dumb question, but could someone use beard oil as a pre-shave oil after shave? Yes, dude, Skylar, most people do. Most guys with a beard do use beard oil for that. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Can you make sure Gusta saw my comment? Gus, make sure you see Cullen's comment. Scroll back up. we got Cullen directing the show now. Tell it, being the producer. Dan, do this. Jeez, dude. Come on, man. All right, and Looney Tunes says, for Artius Man, Midnight Ride, Virality, Tinderbox, Spice Latte, Winter Sea. Okay, there we go. SCJ, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, Midnight Ride. Yeah, I believe that's the black licorice scent, Blanco. It's not for me, but I know a lot of people love it. I'm looking to buy a beard kit. Any suggestions between Octane and Fable? Well, I mean, of course, check out Artius Man. But if you're looking to buy a kit, like something that physically comes in a kit, Volt has a great one. That's the one that comes to mind right away is Volt Life Proof Grooming. Yeah. Are there more benefits to blow drying your beard beyond just styling? Yes. I want you, Ortiz, I want you to look up a video you're going to check out after the channel. It is very scientific, literally breaks it all down. Anybody that's curious on this topic, search Heat is Healthier, Dan C. Bearded. I actually attach a peer-reviewed medical study. So Heat is Healthier, Dan C. Bearded. Check it out. And I go over the science behind how heat can actually help you out. So yeah, yep. That, I think you'll really enjoy that video. Yeah, really, really enjoy that video. But some basics on it. It can help lessen your tangles and snags so you have less breakage, less split ends. It is actually healthier, if you do it right, to dry with a blow dryer than air dry. What? It's in the video, guys. Go check it out. And yeah, that one of the main benefits is it allows you to go through smoothly. By the way, your YouTube channel is my second subscription. The first is Beard Meets Calculus from a famous professor in math circles. Oh, wow. So both subscriptions from Epic Beard Professors. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And guys, again, I think I may have said this briefly once. Hey, did you hit the like button on the video? Just check down below. And then if anybody wants to share it, I do really appreciate that. I know there's people that forgot or don't know this stream exists, and you could be the plug that gets them in here. So thank you, guys. Is Nate in here tonight? Yeah, Nate should be in here tonight. I would assume he's usually hanging out. Jason, my last night in New York City. Got to get up early for a flight. All right, buddy. Can't wait to get you back on the normal schedule. Safe travels, Jason. Okay. And Wolf says, humidor, tinderbox, campfire. I think there's a pattern here. Dude, are you a pyro? Wolf, are you a pyro? All those involve fire. Too funny. All right, guys. And Mark says, making an extra effort to stay more hydrated lately. Got my 40-ounce water bottle next to me. Me too, man. Cheers. All right, hey, real quick question. What's everybody sipping on tonight? I have water right here. This is the last bit of my gallon. Did really good today. And end of summer, driving across the country, not easy to maintain my water levels. I didn't. I had some slacking days out of necessity, But we're back. We got routine. We sipping on that water, baby. So what do you guys sipping on tonight? All right. Michael is sipping on Humidor and Tinderbox. A little weird, buddy, but it is all natural. So do you. Kidding. That was a different answer. Calm down, everybody. Michael knows me. He knows I'm joking. All right. And remember, don't chug your water before bed. That does more negative than positive. Sustained, consistent sips throughout the day. That's the idea. All right. That is the idea. I had wild cherry Pepsi, a little baby one, little mini one with dinner. So I did have a wild cherry, no Mountain Dew with that one, you guys. Had a little mini wild cherry Pepsi with dinner. Oh, you like that more than cherry Coke? No, I don't care. I'll take cherry Coke too. I'll take cherry Dr. Pepper. I'll take cherry Mr. Pibb. I'm in with it. If it's dark soda and has cherry, I probably like it. All right? I probably like it. So, yeah. I did not get to watch the... Whoa, Colin's asking a lot of questions without doing the work and support, buddy. With a quick yes or no, did you try out their wood comb? No, because I actually have the comb. It's hard to mess up a wood comb. Wood combs are wood combs. So the wood comb, I'm assuming, is fine. If they found a way to make a wood comb bad, that's next level. That's next level. So, yeah, I'm sure their wood comb is fine. I have a Coke Cherry Zero right now. Okay. All right. So is Dan trading in baby Sprites for baby cherries? Maybe. I do not have any baby Sprites right now. Yep. Dan, I got one of my sons sub to you and a few friends. Oh, and they're loving it. Let's go, Ian. Thank you, man. And Ian, I noticed all of your response comments on the Facebook group. Sincerely appreciated and recognized. Thank you for being a valued member of that group. When people post pictures of their beards, I know it can be a lonely place, right? It's the internet. People shouldn't be looking for validation, but oftentimes they're like, no one understands my beard. I don't get to brag about this elsewhere. And they post in the Facebook group, and then it's crickets. I get it. That's life. We do have amazing people like Ian who will respond and say, hey, man, great beard. Your beard's looking awesome. Something like that. So, yeah. Chris Perez says, I've not tried Artius Man before. Wow, that surprises me. Chris, I know you're a massive fan of 8-Bit and Sean. Sean is friends with Jeff. They live in the same town. They coach soccer in the same circles. And I know Sean would recommend this company to you. So just a little bit of food for thought there. We're going to talk all about them tonight. Thoughts on adding citrus to your hydration? I don't know enough to talk about that. That's an area where I am ignorant on the science of. I don't do it myself. I know people say it's a diuretic. It's this. I don't know. I don't like to speak in like regurgitated, passed along information. So I can 100% tell you I am not somebody to speak on citrus with citrus when it comes to drinking water. But if anybody feels like they really do know in here, please do speak on it. Just don't say stuff you don't know. We leave that for the rest of the internet. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, I didn't even have the thing up. Let's go ahead and tune in to our show tonight, you guys. It is, I put Monday. All right, it is Monday the 24th, but right now we are in what, August? All right, so let's do a little ad lib there. Boom. Beautiful. I just wanted to show you guys my improved handwriting. August 24th, 2026. Whoo! Come on. I have a few beard oils that smell like paint. Does that mean they've gone bad? I've never heard of a bad oil described as smelling like paint. Your oils, what's up, August? As long as it's a natural product, is something that generally comes from plant ingredients. Now, we do have animal ingredients, of course, but same kind of answer. If a plant product goes bad, it smells rancid. It smells rotten. I don't get paint. Paint is more chemically smell to me. But when you smell a rotten, rancid oil, it's unmistakable. You know. Like, I'll get guys that'll reach out to me. They're like, I'm not sure if my beard oil is expired or not. You'll know. Oh, nice, David. So 3 more days. So yours will be the day after Beard Advice Live. Make sure to remind us so we can say happy birthday on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm not sure on the paint side of things. Somebody else say it's a happy early birthday. Somebody, I don't know, missed it. Sorry if I missed somebody else. So yeah, and yeah, some people do huff paint. Don't do that. Yep. And so there is another level to it. And SCJ said I had to throw some away. Scents get weak, and then the smell's just off. Yeah. So the first thing that normally happens, especially if it's an essential oil blend or an all-natural blend, if it is an essential oil blend, that scent is going to dissipate. What happens is you get oxygen into that bottle, and it oxidizes. The first molecules that are going to dissipate from oxygen are essential oils, especially the small molecules, such as citrus and mint molecules. That does not mean the oil is bad. It is still usable. Now, would I personally use it if the scent has gone in the scent? No. Is that a luxury? Absolutely. I'm not ignorant. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm some brat or anything like that. I'm just sharing my truth. But you can still use it if the scent has just faded. There are some really well-liked companies that if you go back after 9 months, their scents are probably gone. There's different blends that carry scents well. For example, metal foam is one of the most popular new ingredients in the industry because it has incredible antioxidant properties. It is going to allow the scent to last longer. Some companies add vitamin E, but I actually prefer things like metal foam that have high levels of natural vitamin E. So you can use it, and beard butter is exactly the same way. Almost identical timeline. Generally speaking, beard oil is going to last you 2 to 3 years. Now, I have some that are 6, 7, 8 years old, literally, that are as fresh as day one, but they're stored properly. But beard butter is the same way. 2 to 3 year, happy early birthday, everybody. 2 to 3 year lifespan for most, and the scent will go before they go rancid. Corey, welcome in. Welcome. All right. Nicole, birthday on August 20th. Okay, happy belated birthday. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but even though the smell changes, the oil's still good? Yes. Yep. If it's the scent is just changing a little bit, it is still good. Matthew, long time no see. Life has been wildly busy lately. Divorce is finalized. Feeling good overall since back surgery. Good, my man. I know. I've been giving you a little bit of space. I know the divorce thing has been wild and taken a toll, and checked in on you, here and there, just make sure everything was all right. So good, man. I'm happy here. 3 years old? Yeah. 3 years old is about when it starts to go. So, yep, that checks out. Yeah, that checks out. When to use the seasonal oil in seconds, I figured out it was bad oil, was at least 2 to 3. Yep, 2 to 3 is about what you guys get. I've never claimed more than that. It's about 2 to 3 with chances that it could last longer. So, yep, absolutely. Okay. JGJ said, my B-Day is the first Saturday in September this year. I thought he was going to say it's the 1st in September this year. I'm like, buddy. If that's the case, it's the 1st of September every year. But no, that makes sense. First Saturday, I have no idea when my I'm not a birthday guy. If you guys have been around the channel, you realize that. I do not do gifts. Just not my thing. I don't need to be the center of attention for the day I was randomly born that I had nothing to do with. But I like celebrating other people. That's the cool thing. So yeah, celebrating other people. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into Florida Man Monday. And let's go ahead and see what's going on in that beautiful state of Florida, baby. All right, here we go, guys. Florida man caught speeding, claimed he was rushing to Buc-ee's bathroom. Florida? Let me read here. He was speeding. He was doing 117 miles per hour, all right, in a 70 miles per hour zone. Now, here's my advice. 78, you're straight. 79, you're mine. Now, do I go faster than that? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I do. However, it's a good rule of thumb. This is not legal advice. This is not actual police advice, but I have many friends in law enforcement. All right, many friends in law enforcement. And when you got to go, right? And a good rule, when it's a 70 mile per hour speed limit, 78, you're straight, 79, you're mine. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jeff? He went up to 117. Whew. Not a mathematician, but that's 47 miles per hour over the speed limit. Whoo, man. I drive fast, but I am never coming near triple digits. Not worth it. Nope, not doing it. That's crazy. So this 30-year-old guy was pulled over in, I think, around Cocoa Beach, Florida. 2:45 in the afternoon. This is not like a drunk driver. This was not in the night. This was not anything like that. This was in the middle of the day. And then this was an actual statement by the sheriff. And he said, the bathrooms at Buc-ee's are exceptionally clean. However, you should probably be a little closer than 60 miles from your restroom destination when using it as an excuse for speeding. Yeah. Yep. That. Yeah. I would not use that as the excuse of I'm going to the Buc-ee's bathroom when you're going 117. Goodness. So would you rather get the ticket or the poop knife yourself? I would rather go to a closer location. He was not anywhere near a Buc-ee's location. I would probably go to the nearest gas station. If it was that bad, okay, Corey, for our Canadians and pretty much everyone else in the entire world other than the entitled Americans, had to do the math. That's 188 kilometers per hour. Yep, that's cooking. That is cooking. Man, oh man. Steve says 120 miles per hour is my fastest, but I was in a high-speed chase. Steve, high-speed chase? What part of the equation were you on the high... Steve? What part of the equation were you on the high-speed chase? Were you after the equals? Were you before the equal sign? We do need to know that. Yeah. So what's our theory on Florida? Oh, I love Florida. I love Florida, man. Juan, Florida is the cornucopia of culture. It is the melting pot of America. You get every culture from around the world, plop it into a tiny peninsula. I don't know, let's have the craziest humidity and heat in the world. Okay, that's some. Then let's put the craziest weather, hurricane after hurricane after hurricane. And then also, let's put the craziest animals in the U.S. that are looking to kill you, from pythons to gators to crocodiles to mosquitoes that are the size of birds. That's my theory on Florida. Now, how do I feel about Florida? Love it. Love it. Big fan. I was chasing. Okay. All right. He was chasing. He was the chaser. Like a good Powerade. The chaser. It's terrible. Terrible. So yeah. Jeez, Warren. He got pulled over doing 130. Cop loved his trucking. 130. That's a crazy felony. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Yeah, Florida takes the cake on animals outside of Australia. Yup. And vending new pitcher, man. Look at that. You forgot Panthers? Love me some Panthers. Officer, I was turtling. I was prairie dogging. Sinkholes, yep. Don't forget about the sinkholes. Yep, absolutely. Whew, all right, shout out to Florida Man, guys. Shout out to Florida Man. All right, let's learn a little bit more about Artius Man and then see what is going on with our deal today. Now, the deal is pinned in the chat, you guys. It is in the description as well. I'm going to give more. There are more details in the description if you guys would like. So make sure you check that out. But we're going to run through everything here. All right, we're going to run through everything here. Artius Man is owned by Jeff. They're out of Columbus, Ohio. Jeff is a family man. Jeff is someone who is involved in soccer with his kids playing, with coaching, and does a lot in the Columbus area. And so here's me and Jeff over here. And then you have pinned in the chat, you guys, DanC20 is forever just your normal 20% off discount code, which again is a large discount. Don't take that for granted. Large discount. But for the next, what do we have here? What's the date today? I said it earlier. For the next week, it's actually exactly 1 week, you guys. 1 week, there's an additional deal. And you can get this 5-pack of fall oils sample pack for free added onto your order. All you need to do is spend just $15 or more before tax and shipping with Artius, man, right? So go get an oil, go get a new butter. We're going to talk about that. Add the fall weather 5-pack. Now, if I go to their website here, I was looking around. Let me show you guys. I was looking around, and I try to put myself in the consumer, and I did have a little bit of a challenge of navigating, trying to find something like that. What you want to use, you guys, on any website, as long as they have it, your best friend is the search bar. If I type in there fall and I hit enter, boom, right there, my friends. So this is a $19.95 offer added on to your deal. All you need to do is go to this one, add it to your cart. All right, so we're here, fall weather 5-pack, add to your cart. Use the code DancyFall5. All right, DancyFall5. That will take that off for free for you guys, and you get that entirely for free. So essentially, go buy an oil, go buy a butter, and you get this 5-pack for free. If that is not of interest to you, you can use Dancy20. All right, you can use Dancy20. All right, any of you guys packing extra undies in case of emergency? Nope. Only on a trip, I'll add an extra one. So yeah. Local pickup or storefront. They do not have a storefront. I'm not sure about any kind of local pickup. I'll let Jeff answer that one. And they might have some shops in the area where you can pick things up. So yeah. And nice. Michael says, Artius Man was my very first small batch purchase. I got a larger sample pack and enjoyed every cent. That's awesome, man. Trip down memory lane. That's a smoking deal. Yeah, it's a great one. So keep that in mind, you guys. Here are the details. It is laid out in the description of this video if you forget. All right? And so, oh, wow. Artius Man said we have local delivery as an option at checkout. Super cool. All right, so check that one out, you guys. At checkout, local delivery. All right, other big news here. I'm going to go kind of full screen so you guys can see it even better. If you guys want to take a screenshot, it is also last date for this deal. 1 week from today, Rambo. They are the sponsor of the Facebook group currently, and so this will coincide with that membership. It goes until the end of the month. Last day of the month, that deal is good for. Yep. Oh, super cool. SCJ said Artius was also my first Dancy recommendation. Very cool, man. Awesome to hear, dude. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Heck yeah, Tony. He said, thanks, Artius, man, for the giveaways. Love that. And this is your first chance to get your hands on Autumn Spice. But, you guys, Artius Man reformulated their beard butter. Essentially, they're like, hey, there were some different things going on with ingredients. There's just overall, we want to get better. We never want to settle for good enough. And so they added some premium ingredients that are some upgrades. And then the end result is smooth, easy to scoop, fast absorbing, less greasy feel, softer, more manageable, better all-day conditioning, healthier looking beard, masculine essential scents. My biggest thing, you guys, is it is a little bit softer. Now, it is still a full-body butter. This is not the thinnest, lightest butter, and I don't think they wanted it to be. I don't think that their customers wanted it to be. People love Artius Man butter because it does have a little bit of hold. It does have a little bit of tech to it, and this one does as well. It is the smoothest butter imaginable. Unbelievably smooth. Yep, unbelievably smooth. But it does have some body to it. It does have some styling. It does have some hold to it. It is awesome, you guys. I do have the new one right here, right? Great stuff. Same deal. I do go with Invigoration, just so you guys know. And I believe so. Great question, Rambo. But yes, I do believe the new butter the butter is with all of them. Yep, all of them on this one. Okay. And I'm going to double check here, Mr. Sean. We do not have wax on this butter. So yes, sir. No wax in this beard butter here. Yep, no wax. Boom. Got you done. All right. Prove me wrong. Winter's Chill is the best peppermint scent profile there is. Mr. Webb, I do prefer Invigoration over Winter's Chill. However, Winter's Chill is my second favorite scent from this company. I do like Winter's Chill, but Invigoration to me is a better, more complete scent than Winter's Chill. But it's all personal preference. Arizona Ed said, both the oils and butters are incredible. Awesome. And SCJ said, I love their butter. I'm going to have to try the new formula. Nice. And Warren says, super light on likes. Make sure you pound it. Yeah, and again, guys, it's absolute. Wow. I did not hit my own like button. Wow. Thank you, Warren. True story. I did not hit it. If you guys could just see if you remember, that is incredible. Yep, that is incredible. Hey, Bearded Buddha, what's the ingredient list compared to the old formula? I don't have the old formula list, but I can add the ones on the screen that are the new ones. But I do not remember or have available the old ones. Hey, Kiki, welcome in. Dylan said, I love their old butter. It's been my nighttime butter for the last few weeks since I've had such a huge tub and great value. It is 4 ounces too, guys. Excellent hold during the day for butter. Looking forward to the new one. Nice. Now, has anybody tried the new butter here? It has been out for a couple weeks now, and we did debut it in my Facebook group, and I did have a couple of people in my Facebook group try it. So if you have tried the new butter, drop a comment and let us know. All right? What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, the butter is huge. Yeah, it's a full 4 ounce big boy. Yep, almost positive 4 ounces, right? Let's see up here. Yep, 4 ounces. And it is by net weight, by the way, guys, too. Woo! Not by fluid ounces or volume. Net weight. So, yes. All right. Jeff, what would be your cologne scent? I would probably say 3 Wood, Restoration. It's not the most cologne-y company in the world, Andrew. They are all natural, so there are no fragrances. But I would say, yeah, and okay. Old was shea, coconut, cocoa butter, jojoba, meadow foam, avocado. And then you do see the new on the screen there. Awesome. Thinner Invigoration is the thinner blend. Yes, sir. I'm going to go over that in just a second. Chris, you're exactly right. Invigoration is my collab, and it is a thinner blend oil. Yep, absolutely. We love what Squalene and Camellia bring to the table. Same here, man. I've made carrier oils on both of the videos on both of those, and love those. Love those. What's up, Slow? Awesome, man. That's great to hear. I love the companies that do the 4 ounce butters. Heck yeah. Can someone get a travel size of butter? No, I don't believe they do a travel size of butter, but you could make your own. And they do have sample size for oils. All right. Here are the most cologne ones. Restoration, 3 Wood, and Virality. Okay. Awesome. Dylan says, big cologne fan, and Virality and Classic Gentleman would be my picks. Nice. Awesome. All right. And then beyond that, guys, here is their carrier blend. Here's their carrier blend. And this is a thick viscosity. To me, it is the thickest quality oil in the game. I'm sure there's thicker ones out there that aren't very good, but this is the thickest quality oil in the game. Castor, sunflower, jojoba, shaolin, that's shea nut oil, argan, marula, baobab, and vitamin E. The only exception, you guys, is Invigoration, which is my collab, and it is thin. The other products on the site seem to be sold out. Will they be available? Yeah, I don't know if Jeff gave a timeline earlier. He said he was having some issues with ingredients with suppliers. I know he just got some in today. If there's something specific that you're wondering about, please ask Jeff. You guys, the Dancy 20 is good forever. And then the exclusive code that we have in the description, that is good for 1 week. So keep that in mind, but I'm not sure on those ones. Okay. Castor as the hero. Yep, this is the thickest, most castor-driven blend in the game. Number 1 thickest oil for me. My name's Jeff. Yes, his name is Jeff. Okay. Now, your favorite part of the company discussion, experiences. What are your favorite products? What are your favorite scents? How is customer service? Jeff himself, his favorite three scents are 3 Wood, Invigoration, and Restoration. But what about you guys? What stands out? What makes this company different from all the other great companies? I'm not saying better. I'm not saying worse. What makes them stand out in a sea of great options out there? And so, yeah. All right, guys. And again, drop a comment in the chat. Artius, favorite products, favorite scents, customer service, anything else that you want to share about this company. I will say their face wash is a top 2 face wash in the history of the Command family. I will say their body wash is frequently used by Sam and myself. So it's not just the beard products there. Great products, especially in Invigoration. Yep. Okay. And then let's see. Autumn Spice for Brian. Nice. Ed says the thick viscosity works great with his gray beard. Yep. And I don't think any beard should be exclusive with any viscosity. I strongly believe that. I think rotating through different viscosities is greatly beneficial. But a lot of gray beards really do like the thicker oils. Castor is so made for gray beards. Gray beards are coarse, they're wiry, they're hard to tame, they're hard to soften. And castor oil does a lot of that in a great natural way. Ronnie, love the black coffee and humidor oils. Okay. Love thick oils, especially for the winter. Oh, great call, Looney Tunes. Yeah, I do lean thicker once it gets drier and colder out. So I agree with you, man. I do start leaning that rotation as the weather gets colder and drier. Hunter says, to me, their minty scents are great. The Restoration Invigorations are my favorites. Love the mint lavender combo. Heck yeah. This is kind of off topic, but how long should a beard oil bottle last for a medium to long beard? There is no rule there. Louis, that's something you got to play out. Are you using it twice a day? How much are you using? How much you use has to do with your climate, your skin type, your hair type. No real rule for that one. If people want to share that have a medium to long beard, let him know. I guess generally speaking, if it's a medium to long beard, 2-3 weeks could be a safe guess if that was the only oil you were using. But most people rotate oils, and so it's really hard to even tell. Yeah. Abe says, Artius Man is outstanding. Love their tea tree scent. I recently ran out. Got to get some more. Boom. Perfect night for it. Mountain Air oil treats my salt and pepper beard so well. Yes, sir. Dan told me it was good for white beards. I love it. Yeah, absolutely, guys. And you've heard what? This is the third person in 10 minutes that said that I recommended this company to them. It's not just on a show. It's not just a video. It's not just because I know Jeff personally. It's not anything like that. It's just good, natural, quality stuff. If it fits your personal variables and preference, wholeheartedly recommend. Yep. I definitely rotate thin to thick, but Artius Man just wins. Love it. All right, T-Pat says, love being able to build a sample pack. Midnight Ride is such a unique scent. Invigoration, Virality, and Winter's Chill are also favorites. Wolf says, love the thick viscosity for the change-up. Yes, sir. Brian says, black coffee oil is wonderful. Loving Pipe Night, Reed diffuser. Ooh, we have the Reed diffusers as well. The Reed diffusers in your kid's bathroom, game changer. Come here. Reed diffusers, essential oils in your kid's bathroom, absolute game changer. Yes, please. Yes, please. White beard, so it's my most used. My only reorder. Love the whole line. I'm now unscented only due to skin sensitivities. All brands, but liked the E4 and the Classic Gentleman. Absolutely, man. Simple Man said, 3 Wood Restoration are the best scents I've tried. The oil and butter are incredible. The face wash didn't work well for my personal variables, but I know other people that love it. Very fair, man. Appreciate it. I tried Humidor, but it didn't smell much of anything like anything to me bearing a little sweet. To that faded after about 20 minutes. Okay. It could have been an off batch or just those scents, especially EOs, just didn't work with your nose. But yeah, all fair feedback, man. Yep. And okay, Dar says, love their beard wash, which is true. The label says a little bit goes a long way. The 4-ounce butter was already mentioned, but that's a great thing. Invigoration is a fantastic scent. I love that they steer away from food scents and go for those deep, manly scents. And I love that their prices vary based on scent. Makes sense when they're working with true oud and other delicacies. Yeah, somebody actually messaged me about that just in the last week. And they were like, why are there different prices for Artius, man? I think they're in my Facebook group and looking to capitalize. And I said, they have all natural, real essential oils. The price changes based on the oil, and it can be a vast change. Right, the price of peppermint compared to oud is a huge difference, and so he charges accordingly. Yep, absolutely. My wife loves the spicy scents like bay rum and citrus spice. Nice. I just flipped the reed sticks around and the fragrance is all over the house again. Does this scent ever end? I've had mine for months and months and months, and it has not ended. So no. Brian, even if you shake the bottle, it'll bring the scent back. So the sampler oils have castor and are thicker? Yes. The only exception, Dean, is invigoration. Invigoration is mine, and it is thinner. Their customer service is top tier. Jeff is a fantastic person. Love this community, or love this company. I can verify in person, family friends, personal friends, sporting situations. Jeff is a fantastic human. Absolutely, genuinely fantastic human. Put the company aside, put the beard stuff aside, just as a human, a father, a husband, a friend, a community member. This is someone I potently know well. He is an incredible human. Never once has that ever been a question. So if that matters to you, this is a company to think about supporting. And to some people it doesn't. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Let's see where we're at here. And Artius Man said, love the comments. Thank you, everyone, for helping us get to 10 years. It's been a great journey. 10 years, guys. 10 years in the game. Absolutely love it. Okay. And Rick says, I've had a hard time finding scents that I like from Artius Man. Classic Gent is the only one that hits home for me. I also use the unscented butter in my rotation. Quality oil and butter. Yeah, and I understand that. Essential oils can be tougher for some people and to vibe with it. So I understand. Yep. How does a certain scent work better in white beards? It doesn't. I don't think it's about the scent working better. The price is different of the cost. And the things working in white beards is the carrier blend. It's thicker, but it doesn't really have to do with the scent. Okay, let me see what else here. Dan, dumb question. How many drops of oil do we use? So, Andrew, I got a really good video on that. Actually, Leo in the chat helped spark it. I recommend a baseline of starting with 3 drops of oil per inch of beard. Give that a go and then go up and down from there. But if you look up how much beard oil to use, Dan C., I do have a video on that one as well. So, yes. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Autumn Spice in the 5-pack, available in full size? Good question. Good question, Sarge. Can a bourbon scent get you in trouble at a DUI checkpoint? I mean, only the scent of it to get you tested. If you're not drunk, no. You cannot get in trouble for having a beard oil that has a bourbon scent to it. Now, if you get pulled over because you're drunk driving and the police officer then says you smell like alcohol, gives you a breathalyzer, and you get busted for a DUI, you deserved it. You should get a DUI. You should suffer all those consequences. I have absolutely zero respect for anyone that drinks and drives over the legal limit. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you're saying. I don't think you are. But I want to be super crystal clear about that. If anybody is drinking and driving over the legal limit that you are impaired, you should suffer all those consequences, and you put my family and everybody else on the road at risk. Very few things piss me off more than drunk drivers. So, yes. Yep. Unbelievably, cannot get in trouble for it, but if it leads you to a DUI, good. I'm glad. Do not drink and drive. Utterly disgusting behavior. Dan, you shouldn't say that. That's gonna be divisive, and that's gonna get people not listening to your channel, and they're gonna unsub. Bye. Absolutely scum of the earth, people that drink and drive. Cannot stand it. Absolutely cannot stand it. Yep. I smell alcohol. Smell my beard, bro. Smell my beard, bro, right? All right, so shout out to Artius, man, you guys. Let's go ahead and talk about what we are going to give away tonight. I'm going to drop a link in the chat, and I know Jeff appreciates all that feedback, so thank you guys for sharing it. It's well-earned. Yeah, absolutely. Conditioner wash is good. Yep, it's good. The wash to me is like an in-between wash. I don't think it's quite a daily wash. I don't think it's quite a stripping wash. It's like a 2 to 3 use wash a week type one. Good quality products. Yep. How about the phone drivers? I mean, that should you? No. Do I personally think it's on the level of a drunk driver? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, are there people that are horrendous at trying to do anything and drive? Yeah, of course. But I think it's one of the most grossest false equivalencies of someone on their phone and then someone drunk. When you're on your phone, right, you can have distractions. You should not do it. Don't be on your phone and drive. Not good. But a drunk driver does not have the ability to change their reactions, to realize what they're doing, to change. And I know Sean personally well, right? Met him in person, great human. He's not going here. But it always rubs me the wrong way because literally anytime I bring up drunk driving, someone always brings up like a phone and driving. Can't we just simply say drunk driving is scum of the earth and that it shouldn't ever happen? And so, I know. I just don't get why that's always, like literally 100% of the time, 100% of the time, people bring that up as a rebuttal when I talk negatively about drunk driving. I don't get that. And yeah, there's all sorts of distracted driving. How do I feel about women putting makeup on when they drive? Terrible. How do I feel about guys using an electric razor when they drive? Terrible. Would I take a drunk driver over those? Drunk driving is worse than all of those to me. I'm not citing science. I'm not in it. To me, that's as bad as it gets, is the drunk driving. And it's almost become socially acceptable in some parts of this country. I've been to places where they brag about drunk driving, right? This is a crazy story, but I know a teacher that had so many DUIs, they had to have the breathalyzer as the key to start their car, and they couldn't put it into first gear if they had the thing go off, but they could put it in reverse. And they bragged about drunk driving home in reverse. Yeah. And Gavin says, I mean, people who text while driving is still bad, but I have to agree while driving drunk is the worst. Yeah, there's a bunch of bad things that we can name, but I don't think we got to bring those into conversation when we're talking about how bad drunk driving is. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Okay. And Drank said, I'll send you a picture and why I don't believe in drinking and driving. No, I fully get it, man. I fully get it. Yep, fully get it. So, yeah. Yep, 100%. So, yeah. Yep. You can't use your phone while driving, but you have to go to different settings on your radio, touchscreen. Yeah, exactly. The false equivalency of, like, your phone and drunk driving is just crazy. One could argue that the phone user is worse based on the... No. I mean, you can argue anything. You can argue that beards aren't real and don't exist. I mean, you could argue it, but you're not going to argue it well. You're going to lose that argument. That is not an intelligent argument. Absolutely not. And just the same thing, right? How many generations have people done adjusted the radio, adjusted your mirror, doing different things, pulling down this thing, hitting the gear shifter and looking away? Drunk driving is drunk 100% of the time when they're driving. Distracted drivers are not. It's as simple as that. Yeah, and I think Sean is playing devil's advocate here. So yeah, it's yeah. Yep, nope. Vending says, I prefer smoking and flying. Hopefully you're not the one that's navigating the flying. Yeah, hopefully you don't navigate the flying. Andrew, someone who is sober now for over 7 years. Funny, I jumped in right as talk about drinking and driving. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Just don't drink. And here, I will say this too. I don't drink. I haven't drank alcohol in over 4 years. I don't mind it. I don't ever shame people for drinking if they can handle it. Just don't drive. Yep, just don't drive. Yep, yeah, just simply don't drive. Yeah. Yep. So yes. Yeah, that's one of the biggest ones. So yep. Yeah, it sounded to me that Sean was saying, what about them as wells, rather than saying, oh, but the phone people are worse. Yeah, no, I get that with Sean, until one could argue that the phone user is worse based on this. So yeah, Brian, I'm with you on that one until he said they could argue it's worse. Yeah, until that point. Then it crossed over to just a bad argument. And Andrew says, when I got my DUI, I didn't see the stop sign and a cop was right there, completely impairs you. Yeah, in 8 years. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Now, do I think Andrew was scummy and doing a horrendous, horrible thing at that time? Yes, absolutely bottom of the barrel. But since then, he is so improved, made up for it, and is an incredible people. Incredible person. Yep. While a person who is impaired is less capable of making wise decisions as opposed to a non-impaired person who chooses to look at their phone. A person who is impaired, okay, is less capable of making wise decisions. Yep. As opposed to a non-impaired person who chooses to look at their phone. I agree. Yeah. Yes. Non-impaired, yes. Yes, I agree. The person who chooses to look at their phone can make better decisions than the impaired driver. We are on the same page. Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah, Chris said, I broke up with a girl back in the day because of her drunk driving. Yeah, I could not imagine. Yep, literally could not imagine that. Jerry says, literally scum of the earth. My number one pet peeve. I actually told a kid if he drove my little brother home drunk again, I would slap him. Okay. Yep. Slap him. Yes. Yeah. And we'll move on after this one. When you are sober, right, especially if that's the argument for the phone. No, Sean. No, it's not. Let me read this again. If you think that this is the argument that the phone is worse, no. Woo, you are way off. Okay. A person who is impaired, so drunk, is less capable of making wise decisions. Yes! As they drive, they are less capable of making wise decisions. As opposed to a non-impaired person who chooses to look at their phone. Yes! Exactly. The person who is not impaired is able to make wise decisions while they drive. I hate to tell you, that's not an argument for the drunk driver at all. Like, at all. If there was a defense, they would let you go up there, make that argument, and then the other side would say, we're good. The other side wouldn't even have to argue anymore. It's crazy. Yeah. It's, and unfortunately, the drunk driver oftentimes does walk away because there's something to do with how your body prepares for a crash, and when you're not prepared for it, yeah, there is no argument. Yeah, no, Sean's a good, and Sean often plays devil advocate. Sometimes he gets in spicy moods, right? This isn't the argument. This isn't the hill you want to go on. Yeah, that's a losing effort there. And again, that argument, yeah. Yeah, and you are right, Dan. That is not a strong or even, no, that's a crazy, that's an insane argument. Yeah, yep. Slow reaction, doesn't tense up, becomes a rag doll. Yes. Yep. Unfortunately, that is the truth. And yeah, both are bad. I'm not advocating, but to say that the phone, to even say they're even is crazy. Yeah, it is just so crazy. Yep, no doubt. All right, let's see what we're giving away, guys. There is a link in the chat. Click it. Put your name, put your email. Oh yeah, what else say? Final thing on this one. When you're sober and you see someone that is really, really drunk, it's like, it doesn't gross me out. It doesn't like make me mad. It's scary. Like when you see someone like hobbling and they can't like even catch their balance, and I hate being around people like that. What's up, Aaron? I hate being around people like that because it's like, it's terrifying. Like you have no control over that's the thing. When people really get drunk, even if they wanted to, even if they have the greatest willpower in the world, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to get sober right now. Sober up. They have no control over themselves, right? Sam and I have talked about it. We've gone to a couple concerts lately. Those people are gone. Those people, I don't even want to say another planet because I don't even know what that is, but when they're doing the stumbling and the falling, it's so scary to me, man. I cannot imagine not, because even if you're under the influence of other things, right? Let's talk about plant power. It's not like that. You're still yourself. You're still functioning. You're still being able to be yourself. When somebody's real drunk, and I never saw that until I was sober. And I was never an alcoholic. I never had a problem with alcohol. I didn't drink that much. I didn't even drink till I was 21. That's the crazy thing. But when you get sober and you see somebody that is stumbling and that is completely intoxicated, it's like the scariest, like grossest, weirdest thing. Like it's wild to see somebody completely out of control of themselves. And I'm the same way, Grady. I don't mind somebody that has a little bit of buzz and they're enjoying a beer with dinner. They have some wine. It just, I don't want to be around anybody intoxicated like that. Yeah, crazy. All right. If you are impaired, the unwise decision, hey, you seem convicted on this one, Sean. I will strongly disagree with you on this one. If this is really where you're at, that is shocking to me to keep going down this path of that argument. But hey, rock on, man, rock on. I'm not with you on that one, even in the slightest, dude. Yeah, even in the slightest on that one. So yeah, yep. That's the whole reason I don't drink. I saw a lot of that as a kid. Never made me want to drink. Yeah, it's a gross behavior. Like really drunk people is a gross behavior. Yeah, really, really, really gross behavior. I get nervous watching actors turn to talk to each other while driving. So Leo's like, I am a driving purist. I need focus. I need attention. Yes. And I will say, when I did the live stream from the car, Sam drove. I was not about to be distracted in driving, right? That was big. That was big for me. Yep. 10 years sober. Let's go, man. Yeah. Just over 4 for me and Sam. Yeah. Just over 4 for me and Sam. Yeah, I don't think anybody that's sober likes to be around drunks. I've never met someone that's like, man, I just love being around drunk people. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yep. It's a wild thing that's become just so incredibly normalized. No, it's not. You're making 2 bad decisions instead of 1. You're choosing to drink and then knowing that you're then choosing to drive. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And so, I love that, Oblivion. He said, I was a full-blown alcoholic. Keyword was. I stayed sober from 1992 to 2022. I enjoy a few now. And I know that you handle it. You're able to control it, which is, I think, a goal of many people, for sure, man. For sure. So, all right, guys, let's see what we're giving away. Very simple, but very sweet. We are giving away $250 worth of gift card giveaways. $250 worth of gift card giveaways to Artius, man. 5 of you are going to walk away with $50 gift cards. 5 of you. So, yep, absolutely. And Andrew said, one of my favorite Dan memories was him being interviewed in a stream. And when he saw my name pop up, he pushed his drink off camera. Dan's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Yeah, and this isn't like, Andrew's known me for a long time. Yep, Andrew, hey, thank you, Leo. Andrew's known me for Brian. Andrew's known me for a long time. And he knew me even when I was drinking. And I don't know why. I haven't personally been like super negatively affected by alcohol. I haven't had someone in my life get hit by a drunk driver. I haven't had somebody, like, it's not like something that's like, it triggers this like trauma and memory for me. I didn't have that. I've never had a DUI. I've never had a family member had a DUI. I've never had someone hurt in it. But I don't know why, I've been really sensitive to alcohol struggles. I've been really sensitive to alcohol abuse, and I've been really sensitive to drinking and driving. And so it's something that I've been very conscious of. And again, I used to drink. I would drink cider. That was like my thing. I would drink cider, and I don't know why. I am celiac, so I can't drink normal beer. And I do remember that. It was a New Year's Eve live stream. I wanted to have a cider on New Year's Eve. I actually believe Joe was in the studio with me, and I had a cider, and then Andrew popped, drinking just normal. I wasn't drunk by any means, just had some drinks of cider. Andrew, who I knew at the time was a recovering alcoholic and battling it every day, and he popped in and said, hello. If I had like my drink like right here, he came in, I just moved my drink out of camera, and I didn't drink anymore. I'm not going to put someone into a pressure position when I have the ability to control it, right? Why would I want, if I'm trying to get over candy, I don't want somebody sitting there munching candy in front of me. You know, I absolutely am going to try my best to put my people in a position to win. And so that was a no-brainer to me, right? If you're on the screen and I see you and I'm drinking, nope, alcohol is going away. Why? Because it's not important to me. I don't need alcohol. And so, yeah, that one, that was a big one for me. Yep. It's being conscious of your surroundings, being a good friend. I agree. And I know Andrew would do the same. If I was doing the same, if I was struggling with something, I know that he would do the same exact way. Yep. He also threatened to punch me in the face. LOL. Yeah. Yep. That is a true story. In person, did threaten to punch him in the face. We were at an event, and there was a bar, and when he was talking to me, and I'll go over this story, then we'll move on here. When he was talking to me, I'm here, the bar's behind me, and he's talking to me this way, and I keep seeing him look past me to the bar. And I just said, hey, if you take one step in that direction, I will punch you in the face. And I was not joking. Now, Andrew is a veteran. Thank you unbelievably for your service. Andrew is a friend. Andrew can handle his own in any physical altercation. I would have punched him in the face, though. That's not something I'm going to allow somebody to do. I absolutely would not let somebody, at least in my presence, who's struggling with alcohol, to go do that. So, yep. And then there was, and then another situation in person. This was a different time. Nate, same kind of thing. He had that look in his eye at one point, and he even said, let's get it on. Yeah. Nope. Yep. About to fight. Yep. No way. Dan, you're a breath of fresh air to me, and I stay awake watching you and the great people in the chat. Yeah, of course, man. I love this community. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yep, absolutely love it. So, yeah, no doubt. All right, guys. Again, if you haven't signed up, link in the chat. It's free. All you got to do is be subscribed and sign up. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to donate. You don't need to anything. Just be subscribed, be here, and it's absolutely free. I would love for you to answer this question, though, only if you feel comfortable. What's up, Sean? Only if you feel comfortable, all right? Put in the chat, where are you watching the stream from tonight? It could be just general. You can share your state or your country. Doesn't have to be more specific than that. And then secondly, what time is it wherever you are located right meow? All right? What time is it? Zach, dude, we're on a streak right now. I pulled up. So we have like a video movie database that my buddy has, like Plex. I think you guys have probably heard of Plex, right? And it's like, I don't know what it is. You just put movies on there. Somebody would correct me that's more techie than I am. And you can sort in different ways. Literally, Zach, I didn't know what to watch last night. So I clicked Will Ferrell and I sorted his discography. And I went through and was like, what do we want to watch? How do you pick between Step Brothers? How do you pick between Anchorman? How do you pick between Old School? How do you pick between so many, Kicking and Screaming, so many of his classics? That is my favorite era of movies. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, man. That is my favorite era of movies. I love Prestige Worldwide. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Tommy Timberlake in the house. I love that era of Will Ferrell, of Vince Vaughn, of Wedding Crashers, Talladega Nights. I mean, there's so many ones. Dude, Zach said, just click one and roll with it. Dude, you can't miss. You cannot miss in that era of comedy. Unbelievably good. Anchorman 2. I mean, Tropic Thunder. Oh my gosh. The king of humor at that time. Oh. Why are you sweating? I was watching Cops. Yes. Millennial movies. Thank you, Sarah. Yes. It's just such a good era of music. Such a good era of music, or movies. What am I talking about? Of movies. So yes. All right. Oh man. And I've recently watched Anchorman. Brick is a star. Steve Carell's character in there. Brick, why do you have a trident? It's so good. Superbad was in that time too. Oh man. Unreal comedy run. It was about a 10-year span. In the 10 years since, we've had about nothing. I love Lamp. We've had about nothing. Yeah, I can't take Will Ferrell seriously at all. Every time I see him in a movie, it makes me laugh. Yeah, he did one serious movie where he was like in a suit and tie and stuff. I didn't like it. I couldn't do it. Wasn't for me. Yep. Wasn't for me. Music 2, to be fair. Yeah, you are right, Big Red. Music 2, to be fair. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. No, Tropic Thunder is peak comedy. It's peak not being sensitive. It's peak just giving permission to be silly. Giving permission to have fun and laugh. Yep. Elf? Dude, impossible to forget. Every Christmas time. Yeah, Chris Farley for sure. That was a good era too. You also have like kind of the Adam Sandler is like a transition time between Chris Farley, then you get like the Waterboy and stuff, and then going into that new one. Yeah, it's Baxter. So good. So good. All right, so good. Casa de Mi. I don't know that one. Yeah, I don't know that one. American Pie movies. Those weren't my thing. Yeah, those weren't my thing. I'm just a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude. So good. There's some lines in Tropic Thunder I'm not going to repeat. Yep, we're not going to go there, but they were funny, and that's okay. You can have bad things be funny. You can have inappropriate things be funny. Will Ferrell. Oh, yeah, I have watched some of The Hawk. Sam and I made an episode or two in. It's trying to get back to that old school one. Yeah, trying to get back to the old school one. Yeah, when I think of American Pie, I don't think of comedy first. Ken gets it. We'll move on. Yep. Yeah, never go full. Yep, exactly. There's some lines in Tropic Thunder that you're not going to talk about. Oh, Jack Black. Love Jack Black. Legend. Unreal legend. Yep. Blades of Glory. Oh, my gosh. With Napoleon Dynamite in there, dude. Oh, Napoleon Dynamite we got to throw in. Blades of Glory was good. Blades of Glory was good. And then you come back 20 years later and you realize it was always funny and everyone else just got not funny. Yeah. No, those movies have, every single one of them have stood the test of time. Every single one. Love the Jim Carrey and Mike Myers era. So those ones don't hit as special to me. I know they are top level. I know they have huge fan bases. I know it has to do with my taste for comedy. I am not a what was the Mike Myers? What was the bald head? The Millions. What was that? Oh my God, I'm blanking right now. Somebody tell me. I feel so silly right now. Oh my gosh. Austin Powers. Thank you. I didn't like Austin Powers. Those weren't, that wasn't my thing. I know this is crazy and some of you are going to highly be upset with me and I'm okay with that. I never was the biggest Jim Carrey fan as far as like his, like The Mask and Pet Detective and I wasn't the biggest fan of those. Even like, I know it, guys, you can get mad all you want. I wasn't ever even the biggest fan of like Dumb and Dumber. I'm more of the Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart, Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson. Those are more my movies. Yeah, I know I'm just not a Dumb and Dumber guy. And I know people, yep. It's okay to be, I know everyone will say I'm crazy. But Napoleon Dynamite, one of my favorites ever. Napoleon Dynamite's an incredible classic. Yep, incredible classic. Those movies had their funny moments. They weren't funny all the way through. And that's probably says it better than I could. Yeah, Baboon, that probably sums it up better than I could. It just, I don't know. They just weren't my thing. Yeah, they weren't my thing. Wayne's World, I'm down with Wayne's World. Yep. What was the show that the Marlon brothers had, or the Wayne brothers had? White Chicks, great movie. Incredible movie. Yep. Oh, no, Wayne's World. I'm thinking of something totally different. Wait. All right, 1 second. Oh, yeah, Wayne's World. Nope, I'm thinking of Marlon Wayans. I'm thinking of a whole different thing. See, I wasn't a Wayne's World guy either. Yeah, I wasn't a Wayne's. Man, I think I was just a tad bit too young for some of those. Yep. We're on the opposite here. Yeah, and it's like beard sense, right? It's all preference. There's literally no right or wrong answer. Napoleon Dynamite, I know probably every word to. Yeah, probably every word to. Hey, what's up, Ty? Who reached out to me past couple months. It proves how awesome it. Dude, you're awesome, man. We miss you. Here for you whenever you need us, dude. Absolutely. Eddie Murphy's one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time. I don't like Eddie Murphy in movies. I think he sold out and went down a wrong path. Stand-up comedy, Eddie Murphy is one of the greatest of all time. A lot of people don't realize Eddie Murphy's stand-up and how good it was. Yep. I don't think I've seen any of the movies. Wow, none of them? Wow. Meet the Fockers. I literally referenced that like 2 days ago. If it's got nipples, you can milk it. Can you milk me, Greg? Yes. In living color, unbelievable classic, Keith. Yep, unbelievable classic. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Owen Wilson, Jackie Chan. Yep. And then Rush Hour. Great. Dude, Where's My Car? Solid. Yep, solid. Yeah. Let me see what else we hear. Are there any Crocodile Dundee haters in here with me? No, indifferent. Yeah. The Wayans bros. Yeah, the Wayans, Marlon. Yeah, so good. How about the Friday? Oh, Friday's top tier. Debo, unbelievable top tier. Love Fridays. Yep. Okay. Shit on YouTube? Nope. Jeff, remember the early to mid 2000s when quoting comedy movies was a great pastime? Still is. Yep, still is. Basketball, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see what else we got here. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Good to see you, man. Major Payne, of course. Caddyshack, yeah, all the Adam Sandler movies in that kind of era too, surrounding like Caddyshack and stuff. Yeah. Yep. You got knocked the heck out. Yep. Euro Trip, okay. Yeah, I remember that one. Even there's a couple others in there. Blanking on a few here. Yeah, Caddyshack for sure. Okay. Love it. Awesome. All right, Super Troopers, duh. I reference that every stream. Meow. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Role models. Woo! The amount of quotes from role models, unreal. The amount of quotes from role models in my life. That is so slept on. Sean William Scott, right? And then McLovin in there. Dude, fall's approaching. Yeah, I'm ready. Jacob, it's been feeling like fall the last couple days here in Michigan, man. The Whispering Eye. If you don't know what that is, don't Google it. Yeah, Role Models is unreal. The boy that's like the bad acting kid, he's such a good one in that one. So The Ringer makes me so mad. There is not a streaming platform right now in America that has The Ringer that you don't have to buy it. The Ringer might be peak for me. The Ringer might be peak. No, I went on a search this weekend for The Ringer. Everywhere you have to buy it, unless it's illegal, or you have to rent it. You cannot. So you like Superbad? Of course I like Superbad. Of course. Dylan, I have it on DVD too, but I want to stream it. But no, The Ringer's not streaming anywhere. Nate, if you let me know where it's at for free, I will say Nate is right. I'm not kidding you. I went on a deep dive. Everywhere is you either have to rent it or buy it. It's on Disney Australia. Yeah, I'm not in Australia, and I don't use a VPN for that. So, yeah, The Ringer. Oh, man, when the heck did we get ice cream? Dude, Jeffy, like, so good. So good. Yup. That Katherine Heigl. Yup. Well, time to move. Dude, it might be worth it for that reason. Yeah. Should I wear my shirt up, down, or possibly tucked in? You scratched my CD in plain daylight. You scratched it. Yep. Dodgeball. Yep. Oh, my Lanta. How many people even know that was that movie, right? How many people ingrain Oh, my Lanta in their regular vocabulary and it doesn't even make it? Yep. Dude, The Ringer is one of the best of all time. Oh, Ken, we already went on a tangent about Anchorman and Brick in the glass case. Oh, dude, one of the best. All right, guys, I could talk comedy movies for way too long. Stop trying to distract me and getting me to stay up late. I need to go work out in the morning, get the kids to school. Thank you for answering the questions. Thank you. Yeah, Oblivion, I don't have that. I don't have, like, all those kind of things. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's not on any of the normal ones. Malibu's Most Wanted. Nice, Brent. Yep. All right. It depends on the time of year, what I'm feeling, the method of consumption. Venison's not my first pick. Again, I know I'm not supposed to say it. I know as a man, you're supposed to say it's a lean meat. It's good for you. I love venison. I like venison in jerky form when it's done very well, especially jerky sticks. Outside of that, it's not my best one. All right, you may be right, but I swear I just watched it recently. Nope. That's not true. Nate, it's been for years. And I'm not kidding you. It was either Saturday or Sunday night. I searched. My buddy can't even get it on his Plex. So no, man, I was confident on that one. I've looked, man. I've looked. Pootie Tang, RV. Yeah. Oh yeah. Classic. Yep. All right, guys. Of course, some people got the answer wrong. That's all right. Some of you have bad taste in comedy too. Oh, just kidding. I'm kidding. Calm down. We can disagree here and still be friends. That's the beauty of this channel and this community. I don't have to be an echo chamber. I don't need you guys telling me that I'm right all the time, right? I don't need that. We can disagree and still be friends. Yes. Okay. Awesome, man. Yeah, I would love to. Would love to, Jacob. With that said, when I ask you guys, I had stew for dinner tonight, Howard. Beef stew. All right, real quick here. Quinn starts his first soccer league this week. His practice this week with the game on Saturday. Do you have any tips going into his first season? Biggest tip ever for a young kid getting into a sport that they want to excel at When you're at practice, and this sounds corny, but it will transform the way they practice. Make the minutes count. Don't count the minutes. Too many kids go into practice and they know it's an hour long and they're just trying to get done with the hour. When you do that, you're not getting anything out of it. But when you go there and you say, I have 60 minutes to get better, each minute, are you using it to get better? Because if not, you're wasting time. If he does that, it would change the game. When you're at practice, don't count the minutes, make the minutes count. Simple, digestible. Kids know what that means. They can apply it. It's huge. Yep. And also, people are giving great tips in the chat as well. All right, guys. When I ask you what time it is, Jeffy's really young. When I ask you what time it is, I don't care what your watch says. I don't care what the time says on your computer. The time says on your phone. When I ask you what time it is, there's only one time. Only one time in one location where I genuinely believe the community truly comes together. Forgets about the stresses of life. They're not thinking about the bills. They're not thinking about relationship obstacles. They're not thinking about work duties. They're not thinking about the weed that's outside that you should have plucked. Not that kind of weed. The weed that's in the flower garden that you did not get today, but you should have. When we get together as a community, that time is precisely. That time is accurately. That time is exactly. That time is always giveaway time. Let's go, big baby. Yes, sir. Columbus Crew, baby. A huge fan in the house. Jeff, the owner of Artius, man. Come on now. What up, Johnny Z? Come on now. 5 different winners are going to get a $50 gift card for free. For free. Don't pay. Don't donate. Don't buy anything. For free. Cheers, guys. If you've not signed up, there is a link in the chat. Click it. Put your name. Put your email. Come on, big baby. Here we go. If you see your name on the screen, thank you, guys. Nice little crew hat right here. If you see your name on the screen, drop a comment in a timely fashion to claim your victory for free. Yep. I did, Brian. All right. So, hey, don't be that guy. We got a lot of positives going on right now. There's some frustrations. We're spoiled fan base, but we got some exciting things going on with the crew. It ain't that bad. We could be Atlanta. No, I'm just kidding. All right. If you see your name on the screen in a minute, drop a comment to claim your victory. And you do need to be timely. How do I know if I'm in? You signed up and hit submit, and then you're in. That's it. That's as simple as it is. All right. Do we have in the building, and I do know the state of this person. I'm not going to give any more specifics just because it's just a short sign-up name. I will make sure we get here. And, guys, it goes to the email that signed up, so you can't even fake it. You can't be like, it's me, and then you get it. No. Do we have in the building Mr. AJ? Come on down. AJ, come on down, man, from Utah. Maddox and CJ, yeah, CJ's a beast. I think he's 1 year younger than Maddox, but that dude's a dog. Yeah, we have our first tournament this weekend, Jeff. Super excited. Maddox is coming down a couple of times for like in between 2 different tournaments in Ohio in the next month. I'll keep you posted. All right, we have Alex. This is AJ. I can confirm the email does have Alex in the name. So, AJ, congratulations. Jeff, the owner of Artius, man, will at some point email. Oh, looks like he's looking at the document now. We'll email this gift card to you. So congrats, dude. And everybody, as we're throwing congrats, if you could, just see if you hit the thumbs up on the video. All right, let me see, Jeff. Oh, Jeff, couple of things. Let me tell you here. Jeff, we are going down on the 5th to the Columbus Crew game. We actually bought lounge tickets. Long story. We had promised Maddox a trip to Mackinac Island in Michigan. Didn't work out. We then said you can either do Niagara Falls, Mackinac, or we can do a Crew game where it's just the 3 of us and we buy the tickets to the lounge. He chose the Crew game. So we're going to be down on the 5th in the lounge. Super excited. And then he is down there he's guest playing on the weekend of the 26th and 7th. Down that area, Jeff, for a tournament, 26th and 7th. I agree. And Maddox has never done it, so it's going to be really cool to have him get all the food and stuff. And then we are back down again. It's Blue Chips, so it's near Cincy, but, on the 10th. So October 10th. And September 26th, we're down there for tournaments. And October 10th is with Maddox's really good team. So it would be cool. All right. Where did that go? Boom. All right. That is 1. 1 down right there. 1 down right there. You out of here, Looney Tunes. Take care, my friend. And it is time to go back to back, big baby. Let's go. We're doing another giveaway winner. Olivia will be at Blue Chips. Awesome, man. We'll have to link up. Yeah, it's we're going to be, obviously, top division. That's going to be some really good competition. Really, really, really good competition. I'm excited for that one, man. I'm hoping we get all the big dogs. Oh, and then, Jeff, we play Club Ohio this weekend for their, super tournament team. This is the one where they combine all the best players from the different branches. And so we play them. In the fall last year, they beat us 10-1. In the spring, we beat them 4-0 at their own tournament. This is kind of like the rubber match. So it's going to be good. And we have a goalkeeper this year, finally, who isn't 3 foot. Okay, we have a goalkeeper. All right, let me go ahead and see our next winner. If this is you, drop a comment to claim your victory. Do we have in the building? Sean struck gold. Sean, come on down, my man. Sean struck gold. Sean Gold, drop a comment to claim that victory. Let me check for you. I don't think I have a name on that one, Jeff. Yeah, I don't have a name on that one. All right, Sean's in here. Sean, congratulations, man. You won. You did it. Woohoo. Congrats. Boom. All right, congratulations, Sean. Boom, 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 dun, dun, dun. Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. Congratulations, man. Very cool. All right, and guys, get those congrats in the chat. Shout out to Jedi Mike. Shout out to Shadow. Shout out to Nick. What up, everybody? Daniel Farmer in the house. All right, question time. What's in beard tonight? Drop a comment in the chat to show who you're actually using and appreciating. It's great to talk big about companies, but when it comes down to it, what are you using? For me, today, hey, thanks, man. Good old Dan, love your beard videos. Keep it up. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. What company, scent, and product type? I have in Artius, man. Invigoration beard oil only right now. I will likely put in some beard butter after the stream. What's in beard? Company, scent, and product type. Drop those in the chat, you guys. Let's see who everybody's using out there. 8-Bit Pinky, nice. All right, and yeah, 8-Bit is good friends with Jeff. All right, we have Fable, Tabletop, Bearded Mac, BRBC, True North, Fable, Artius Man, Octane, Copper Johns, Mac, Weatherbeard, Live Bearded, Artius Man, Copper Johns, Fable. Oh man, so many. Lux, True North, Shea Moisture, Valahar, Weatherbeard, Dead Man's, Johnny Ray, Johnny Ray, Beard Wisconsin, Artius, Broke, Rugged, Dead Man, Artius, Mythical, Artius, Dead Man, Johnny Ray, UHF, Artius, love it. Love seeing all the Artius ones in the chat. When you guys link up with the stream with what you're wearing that day, that always makes me happy. I always think that that's super cool. Super, super cool. Okay. Love it, you guys. Forged, heck yeah. Keep those ones coming, you guys. What's in beard tonight? Want all of you tonight. All right, next one. Do we have anybody in the stream that this is legit your first ever Commands Corner? Anybody in here at all, your first ever Commands Corner? If you are, just scroll down, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It is only polite and it is free. All right, it is free. Keep that in mind. But anybody out there, first ever Monday night Commands Corner live stream? Ron. Oh, yeah, I think he said that earlier. Key and Peele. Come on, man. Legend. Do you know he's from Detroit? Everybody know that? Yeah, he's from Detroit. Welcome to the stream, man. We are live every single Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We've never missed in 8 years. Literally streamed last Monday from the highway as my wife drove. True story. Mad for Saks Brewery, welcome, dude. You are in the right spot. Last Wednesday was my first. This is my first Monday. Let's go. Dean, welcome, man. Monday, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, guys. Monday, Wednesdays. Darth, wrong. Brian, wrong. While doing a 1,000-piece. Sam will bust out 2,000 or 3,000-piece puzzles a day. It makes me worried. I don't ask her where they come from. This is a true story. Sam is on a puzzle kick right now. It helps her central nervous system. It's very good for her brain and for calming down. And it's and she just has new puzzle after new puzzle. I don't ask her where they come from. I'm too scared to ask. I just, you do you, boo-boo. I don't want to know. If it's working for your brain and it's working well, I don't want to know. Is catching up with the Commands coming back this year? I don't know, Moose. Just to be flat out honest, I know Sam on Wednesday talked about her shop. She isn't sure if the shop's coming back, the podcast. Right now, Sam's focus is her mental health and her physical health, and that is her dedication. Would I love to do those things? Absolutely. Would I like to put pressure on my wife for something that we personally don't have as a need right now? No, I'm not, and I know you're not doing that. You're the dude. You're just asking. It's a want. It's a hope. It's something I'm very excited about it coming back. I love the platform of her and I just speaking freely, unfiltered, using bad words, talking about things that aren't family friendly. You know, that's what a podcast location should be. But right now, you out of here, Vala? Oh wait, no. You out of here? All right, take care, Veronica. So I don't know. We are kind of taking it step by step right now, you guys. Just simply step by step right now is if Sam is a part of the equation, we are focusing on her mental and physical health. That's the biggest thing. Also, speaking of physical health, guys, I went to the doctor today and I scheduled an appointment to finally have my foot like really looked at. For those of you who haven't been on this journey, I've got an extra bone in my right foot. And pretty much every single day, every step I take is dang near excruciating pain. It's a good out of 0 to 10, and I'm a tough son of a gun. There's not many tougher people than me that you'll come across as far as dealing with stuff. My foot has gotten to a point where it's affected most areas of my life, and so I'm likely going to have surgery this winter, and so I set an appointment today to get that ball rolling, and so we will, I live a crazy busy life, and the concept of being laid up for a surgery, really kind of a gut shot. However, it's the right thing to do. It's the better for my future, so I will keep you guys posted. But I'm likely going to have to have surgery, whether it's to remove the extra bone in my foot or it's to clip the back of my Achilles tendon a little bit to relieve some pressure. I know that sounds crazy, but those are mainly my extra options. Dude, I had extra bone in my knee. That thing hurt, man. Got a sweet scar from getting out. Yeah, I think that's the route I'm heading on, is getting that extra bone taken out of my foot. So, and it's actually the half calf is what caused the problem, Sean. I didn't really have any issue with the extra bone until the half calf released some pressure of my Achilles on my left foot, and now the right foot has to like compensate and have all this stuff going. So, yep. It's that's just my reality. Schedule the appointment. My appointment is on Monday, 1 week from today. Hey, next Monday, I'll have a foot update for you guys. And son said, I haven't had an issue since, and it was back in high school. Yeah, I bet it's going to be great. I got an extra bone in the top of my right foot. It's a bit painful sometimes, but lucky it isn't too bad. Yeah, mine's bad. So I messed up the other day. I ran a coaching session, 90 minutes of coaching Maddox and some of his like teammates, and it required me running around for 90 minutes, and I didn't wear the right shoes. That was Friday. I did red light therapy. I had Sam give me multiple foot massages. I've taken so many things. Rough since then, man. Yeah, don't go full calf. Exactly, Andy. So, yep, I am likely going to have to good, Colin. Good job, man. I'm likely going to have surgery this winter. So, I'm going to keep you posted. Foot picks, yeah, right? Maybe this will be my entry into foot picks. Surgery foot picks. All right. And then love this part of the stream. Ladies, the wonderful women of the Commands Corner community, drop a comment. We would love to show you extra love and say hello. But yeah, guys, Monday, I will have a foot update for you guys. Yeah. Oh, I've looked into everything, my man. I just literally have an extra bone in my foot. I've already gone and seen a podiatrist. It just wasn't the best one. So now I had to go to like a real deal top level podiatrist and get truly advice from an expert. The original one was like, hey, I can give you these steroid shots a couple times a week, or in best case scenario, once a week, and then you won't have to really think about it. No. I'm not going to be injecting myself with steroids to numb it for the rest of my life. Let me solve it and let me move on from there. So yeah, this has been something for years now. It's been a thing. Yep, it's been a thing. We have Karen and Nicole in the house. Hello, ladies. We have Lisa in the building. Hello, Lisa. We have Sarah. Oh, me, a lady. It's a lady. Yeah, Sarah is a lady. So, yep. Sean says, I have an extra bone in my head. It only hurts when I run into authority. I've told Sean I think he has oppositional defiance sometimes, which is when there's an authority figure, you just have to push back against it. And this, for those of you that can't translate, he's calling himself a bonehead in a fun way. Terry Louise. What's up, Terry? We have Veronica in the house. Hello, Veronica. Hello. Hear me out. Doctor leaks the foot pics. You sue for HIPAA violation, then post the picture. Ooh. We just need step 1 to happen there, Moose. All right, Miss K. Hello, Miss K. Drive safely, please. Drive safely, please. Okay. Yeah. Did you know we're born with more bones than we have as adults? I know stuff changes, yeah. I also know we're born without a kneecap and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right. Awesome. She's all upset. She's going to miss this. Oh, no. I'll be praying. Oh, no, guys. And let me make this clear. This is not serious. This is not anything like of danger. My life is not on the line. I don't need positive thoughts. I don't need prayers, anything like that. Like, it's not that. If it's a surgery, it'll be very routine. The, like, somber tone is the idea of me being less mobile with my crazy schedule of keeping up with my kids. It's also my right foot, so I don't know what that'll do for driving. But no, it is not serious. It's not like it's no danger. I'm not worried about it. I just don't want to be immobilized. Stupid priority. Admit, dumb. Got it. But just being honest. But no, I don't need any I don't need anything special. Guys, there's people going through cancer. There's people going through the hardest things imaginable in life. Mine's a foot surgery. I'm good. Yep, I'm good. Yeah, I promise it's nothing like that. I'm just being silly. Just being silly about it. So, yeah. Okay. It is now the portion of the stream. Giveaway's next, guys. Giveaway is next. Okay, do you have a gift? Yeah, that would be the old. Zach is on fire tonight. Zach, whatever you consumed, keep doing it because you are funny. Do a giveaway on the bone. Yeah, that would be the ultimate giveaway. Yep, ultimate giveaway. All right, but no, the next part of this stream, you guys, is where I rant. And that's very fair. I appreciate that. Suffering isn't a competition. We want good for you, Dan. I appreciate that because I would tell others the same thing. When people say, oh, there's worse, this and that, or when people criticize like younger kids, they'd be like, oh my gosh, they're acting like this breakup is the worst thing in the world. To them, it is. To an 8th grader, a breakup is the worst thing they've ever experienced. I always say, when it comes to pain, the worst thing you've experienced is the worst thing you've experienced. And so I do appreciate your pushback on that one. You are correct. I should not say that mine isn't something because people are going through worse. That is a good correction. I do appreciate that course correct. Thank you, sir. All right. But it is time for me to rant. Every Monday, I come up with a not-so-random rant. All right? Not-so-random rant, but this is a random rant. Something that's just overcooking my grits. Something that's grinding my gears. Something that's just getting me in a tizzy, and I got to get it out. And then the best cure for that is an immediate giveaway afterwards. Here is my rant that has been absolutely driving me crazy because I am the opposite of this. Can we talk about when people value noise more so than progress? Tell them, Dan. I will. Let me give you an example as like a company owner. There's 2 types of company owners, and I'm sure everything in between. You have one type that grinds. They work. They get it. They understand the game. They understand the work that goes into it. And then all of a sudden, boom! New product, new innovation, new wrinkle, new step up, website improved, new sent out, new product, new marketing angle, new email. They absolutely work. Come here. They absolutely work, and then they let their work do the talking. They show it through their actions. And then you have on the opposite end of the spectrum, people that want that same reward. People want that same brain receptor that said, ding, 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 ding. You're awesome. Yes, reward, reward, reward. But they got to work for it? Are you kidding me? No. I'm going to hijack that system. And you know what's going to give me the same kind of reward, especially if I have ADHD or something similar as a neurodivergent mindset or mind? I'm going to talk a lot. I'm going to tell people what I'm going to do. I might even stir up drama. I might even get videos and posts out there getting everybody all riled up and talking about dramatic things. I might even make myself the good guy in the drama. I might even make myself the bad guy sometimes. Guess what? That reward hits the same. Temporarily. That reward hits the same for a very small amount of time. And it's crazy which side of the equation is sustainable and shows results. As someone who's been doing this for a while, as someone who's been involved in this community, in this industry for over 10 years now, channel for over 8, but I've been involved for over 10 years now, I see who makes it and who doesn't. If you see companies or people, content creators, co-workers, family members, friends that are constantly, no, don't get it twisted. Beer drama, no. This is a rant. This applies to anything. I don't do beer drama. No, sir. The companies that zoom out and make it, they just do the work. They show you. Then they're proud of it. Then they educate about it. And then they show you all the work that went into it. The companies that stay at a place they're not happy with, they're constantly telling you what they're going to do. They're constantly telling you all these exciting things. And those same kind of companies will complain about why they're not bigger. They'll complain about all these external variables that have held them down. Valhar says, don't complain about the results you didn't get when you didn't do the work. A thought process that I run through my mind all the time. Genuinely all the time, whether it's with my kids, whether it's with soccer, whether it's with the channel, whether it's with anything, is everything has a cost. It just depends when you cash that cost in and how it feels. Being successful, the cost is hard work. The cost is consistency. The cost is missing out on other areas of life, right? What's up, B? Athletes in here get it. High-level athletes really get it. There's a cost to everything. When you're working hard behind the scenes, you don't get celebrated. You don't get that dopamine rush. You don't get that mental hit reward. Unless you fall in love with the game. That's the cheat code. But I'm not even talking about that. When you fall in love with the game, when you fall in love with the process, when you fall in love with what you're doing, you do get rewarded on a daily basis. But that's another time. When you work hard, the real reward happens at the end. On the other side, the cost happens at the end. The reward is so small and so instant and so fleeting. It happens when you tell people, hey, I'm going to make this new thing. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You're going to kill it. But then it doesn't happen. Then the cost is cashed in at the end of the equation when they're the ones sitting there saying, I didn't make it because of so-and-so. I didn't make it because of this company. I didn't make it because of this situation. I didn't make it because of this one. And then they feel like crap. Right? The same thing happens when it comes to People talking about, like I said earlier, companies posting videos and doing things for attention in the wrong ways. This person did this. This person did this. Oh, you're such a hero. Oh, you're a villain. Oh, you're this. They're getting all the rush. They're getting the rush. And then when the dust settles from all that nonsense, how does it feel? Pretty crappy. Those people that were fueling you in the comments and fueling you in the situation, are they still talking to you? Are they still giving you that dopamine hit when you're not talking about dramatic things? No? Oh, crazy. It was like they were only there for the drama. Crazy. Right? Wow. Wild. Stop valuing noise. Start valuing progress. It makes a massive, massive difference. But when you offer constructive feedback, you're the bad guy for being brave enough to hold a mirror to their face. They are their own villain, but blame the world. Here's a crazy, crazy thing. Unless I'm wildly close to you, I've stopped adding that. Unless they directly ask me, I've stopped adding that valuable feedback. Because you're right. They will turn it on you. If I see a company posting videos about drama and attention and all this stuff that has nothing to do with making beer products. If I see companies that are acting as a victim all the time, if I reach out and I were to say, hey, this isn't working, this isn't a good look, you become the bad guy. You become the one that's doing something wrong. Just leave it. Just leave it. Victim mentality when your work isn't showing the progress? Yes. Why blame others for your shortcomings? Constructive criticism works if you can get out of your own way? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And people won't hear this until they're ready to hear it. And this again, this could be your kids in sports. This could be your kids in school. This could be your work. This could be your coworkers. This could be your side hustle. This could be your business. Stop valuing noise. Value progress. If I valued noise, I would only ever put out videos that I knew were very high level of views. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in progress. I'm interested in helping people. I'm interested in building. That's why I'm here 8+ years later, and most are not. Yep. Ken, yeah. Ken's been around for a long time. And Nate said, I'll go even further. Even with people I'm close with, I no longer offer. If you ask, I'm open book, but no longer seeking out. Same. Teacher shows when the student is ready. Yep, absolutely. All right, guys, just food for thought there. Let's go ahead and do some giveaways. Come on, baby. I'm going to drop a link in the chat in case you just came in and did not sign up. But if you have already signed up, click the link, put your name and email. Isaac, I think you might be getting this in the future. Refresh to get live. But Isaac, I can tell you are behind. We always mention this on the giveaways. Shout out to Leo and those that always have the back. Guys on the stream, make sure you are live, all right? Make sure you are live. How you do that is you activate the screen, and then in one of the two corners, there's going to be the word live. If there's a red dot, you're good to go, all right? You're good to go. If there's not a red dot, either click the word live or refresh the stream. Yep, click the word live, but refresh the stream. And Dave's spot on. We can consume noise or positivity. One will build you up. Choose wisely. Dude, that should be a slogan. And so often people choose to consume the noise rather than positivity. But one lasts a whole heck of a lot longer. I don't know many platforms that sustain by just doing noise. Yep. All right, guys. $50 gift card to Artius, man. If you see your name on the screen in a bit, drop your name in a comment, and we got you. All right. Do we have, this sounds like such a good R&B name. Such a good R&B. If you're not an R&B singer, you need to become one. Drop a comment if your name is Alex Spend Love. Alex Spend Love. Hoo-wee. My name is Alex Spend Love, not money. My name is Alex Spend Love, not stress. Spend love on the days and nights. Spend love when your beard turns white. Spend love. Alex, are you out there? Drop a comment to claim your victory. I haven't seen him claim it yet. We need Alex to come forward, or we're going to not spend love. We're going to charge love. Abe, it is a cool name. Alex Spend Love in this John. Ooh-wee. Come on, Alex. All right. We got to see how this works here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. StreamYard delay. StreamYard delay. And oh no. Oh no. Flushed down the toilet. Alex, you are not going to spend that love. No, sir, you are not. Oh, man. All right. Do we have this human in the building? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Do we have Howard F? Howard Fresco? Fresco? I like Fresco better. We're going to go with that one. Howard, drop a comment and you won a giveaway, dude. Let's see if Howard is out there. Howard, come on down. There he is, guys. Drop a congrats in the chat for Howard. He took Alex Spendlove's spot. Easy peasy. You got $50 coming your way, Mr. Howard. Congratulations, dude. Howard, you won. You did it. Shout out to Artius, man, for dropping these giveaways. Again, you guys, that deal is pinned in the chat. It is more detailed in the description. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Vince. What up, Vince? Shout out to Sean A. What's going on, everybody? It is time to go back to back, big baby, and biggity, back again. All right, new one here. If you see your name on the screen in a moment, drop a comment to claim your victory. All right, she checked in a little bit ago. This one's for the ladies. We do have one of the ladies possibly win. And guys and girls, Artius Man has wonderful products beyond the beard for home and body. Keep that in mind. Do we have out there Lisa V? Come on down. Lisa, drop a comment. Claim that victory for the ladies. Lisa, you better not have gone to bed. Better not have gone to bed. Come on, Lisa. I know she checked in on the ladies section. Hopefully she's still here. I can't handle it. Hey, there she is. She said, that's me. Woohoo. Congrats, Lisa. Always appreciate you being in here. Heck to the yes. And guys and girls, we still have one more and guys, $50. That's a crazy giveaway. That's a lot. If you think about finding a $50 bill in a parking lot, that's a huge win. Huge win for the day. Absolute huge win. But speaking of huge wins, it is time for a section of the show that so many people love, And it is a game we do every single Monday with new options called This or That. Yes, sir. I'm going to put up two options on the screen. You're going to pick this one or you're going to pick that one. Last week, it was kind of animal and West-based. It was awesome. The kids got involved. One of my favorite This or That's ever. Today, we're going to have some good fun ones as well. Couple of rules. Don't say both. Don't say neither. That's not fun. No one likes you at a party when you do that. And then especially, do not give an alternative answer. The worst of the worst, the annoying of the annoying, I'm not even being sarcastic, is when people give an alternative answer. It's a game. Have some fun. It takes a lot of mental power and effort to make 6 new options every single week for years and years in a row, but I love doing it. And when you guys make it fun, it's all worth it. I do highly encourage that you give a reasoning for your answer, though. All right? If I say both or neither, can you say both? Yeah, absolutely. But I will never say that. So with this one, guys, please consider answering the question and then giving a reason. And we will have a little bit of music and a poll to go with. All right. Very simple. Let's get it started. When it comes to your phone, if you had to have it locked with Face ID or a type-in password, and the password can be a code, it can be a number, which one are you going with? I will tell you, for years and years and years, I was one of them. And then probably 6 months ago, I switched to another one. And I can never see myself going back again. So when it comes to your phone, do you prefer to use Face ID to unlock things or type in a password / passcode? Does thumbprint? No. That's a good one. Does thumbprint count as Face ID? I can lump Face ID in with fingerprint. I can lump fingerprint in with Face ID. Yep, I can do that one. Okay. Face ID or password. Put your answers in the chat.
Yo, gather round, brothers, let me get your ear. Dan C. bidded here to banish all your bid fear. With stubble or growth, I'm the trusted teacher. Growing bid strong like the mightiest creature.
All right, there's a poll, guys, in the chat.
Nicely, let it grow sublime. Oil it up, yo, keep it nice and neat. Join the brotherhood where the bids compete. We united in the bid brigade. Storming this journey like a bold crusade. Community love binding us tight. With Dempsey's knowledge, we shine so bright. Combs and brushes keep the tangles at bay. Shape it like a champ every single day. Watch it flourish under Dan's wise hand. Strutting your beard game like you planned. Brothers in the mirror, checking that style. Together we learn, go the extra mile.
Get those answers in, guys.
Every nook and cranny beard appeal. From patches to glory, we got your back. Full beard journey, ain't no turning back. Put your doubts down, we're all in here. With Dan C leading, we conquer the year.
Okay. All right, so approximately 2/3 of the chat said Face ID, and 1/3 of the chat said password. Forever, I was adamantly password. I was against Face ID forever with my phone. I'm just talking phone, of course, guys. Not anything of, phone. And then I switched to Face ID. And I feel like I was, and I use my phone a lot, right? It's my career. I use my phone a lot. I am absolutely on the biometrics. I'm absolutely on the Face ID side. It's just so much easier, smoother, quicker, faster. Is it as secure? Probably not. But everything within my phone that needs to be secure is secure. If it's an app that requires like some security, it has a password. It has real stuff to it. Face ID is very nice. The only thing that's really annoying are sunglasses. I have some sunglasses where it will not pick it up. I'm sure there's a way to get it. I'm sure I can. But it's annoying with the sunglasses. Yep. About the same for 6 numbers. So it's not, I mean, I had the 6-number code forever. It's not. It's so much easier with the Face ID. And for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, it's not even close. It's not the same. It's the way that my phone use changed. And again, I was passcode forever. From passcode to Face ID, massive change. Massive change. Oh, I bet. Leo says Face ID was horrid during COVID with mask. Yeah. I'm talking security. Oh, gotcha. Okay, understood. Yep, understood. It's really nice. Yep, really nice. All right, next one. Ooh, this is a big one. You want to have a phone conversation with someone you know. Not talking about a doctor's office, anything like that. Someone you know. Are you going to text them before the call? Or do you just call? You only have one option or the other. Are you the person that texts and say, hey man, can you talk? Or are you just skipping that step and calling them right away? Which one? Text before, and I mean, you're going to call. You're going to talk on the phone. I'm not saying, do you like to talk on the phone? Do you not like to talk on the phone? That's not what I'm saying on this one. Do you text before the call? Or do you just call? Put no right or wrong answer, obviously. But put your answers in the chat. All right, there's a poll in the chat, guys. I'm curious on this one. It's close, guys. Get your votes in. And of course, there's exceptions, right? Call your mother. She doesn't text. Obviously, don't text. I'm not going to text Sam if I'm going to call Sam, for example. But yeah. Yes. A million yes. Sean, yes. Unbelievable yes. I'll come back to that one. All right, couple more seconds, guys. Get those votes in. All right, let's go ahead and end this. Okay. It's close, but the majority said call straight away, and then 42% said text before call. I am the biggest ever on the side of text before call. I want to address a comment here by Sean. Sean said, do you text before knocking on someone's door? If someone is going to come to my house, you sure as heck better text me first. Do not show up at my house unannounced. Man, Dan, I missed the days of the village. This is what's missing. Hey, to each their own. Don't come to my house unannounced. You better be announced when you come to my house. I have children, and here's the biggest thing with both sides of this. There's not as many people in the world, and this is real. This is not me. Here, come here for this one. This is not me exaggerating or assuming or anything like that. No. I mean, you can knock all you want. You're just not going to come in, even if I know you. Absolutely not. I have as packed of a schedule as any human you will meet. And that's not assuming. That's not exaggerating. I am hyper efficient. I don't sit around. If I'm chilling, it's at night in bed with my wife. That is it. I do not sit during the day. I don't watch TV during the day. I work. I'm with my kids. I got soccer. When I text, I can still edit and text. I can still do things in text. I can literally text between filming segments of videos. I can't do those things as well when I'm on a phone call. I text because I know what it's like to be busy. I despise talking on the phone unless I have to. I love talking in person. I love talking here. I love talking in videos. I love talking on live streams. I don't like talking on the phone. It's not enjoyable to me. It's not a great use of time to me. Do I? Yes. Is it needed? Yes. But I think it's absolutely polite to text and say, hey, are you able to talk? And here's how I can prove it. When I do that, almost always I get a response like, yeah, give me a couple minutes. Yes, in 5 minutes. Sure, are you free around noon? Rarely is someone like, yeah, hit me. Almost always, they have some kind of adjustment that they need to make. I only have a couple of spots in my house where I have good service. Only a couple spots. So if you call me and I'm in the studio, guess what? I can't answer. I don't have service down here. Dan, Wi-Fi calling. Nope, doesn't work. I have to go upstairs to a certain spot in my house to answer a phone call. That is wildly inconvenient for me. Wildly inconvenient. Now, will I do it? Yeah, I had to talk to my doctor today. I did it. If I need to speak to someone, I will. But I think it's just polite. No, Nate. So the issue with my studio is it's soundproofed. So my walls, my ceiling, my everything is insulated. So Wi-Fi calling messes up. I've even had an AT&T person come out here because I want to be able to do those things in my studio. See, Hunter, it's a wildly complex situation because of how crazy we built the studio. My studio is completely, this is a concrete wall, and then the rest are very insulated. Even my door is insulated. Yep, even my door is insulated. So yeah, there's all sorts of things. But it's crazy. If I am in my family life and someone just shows up at the door, you're setting the whole family on a different trajectory of what we were doing and what the day was. So I'm huge on text before call. Now, do I understand different preferences? Yes. Do I understand generational differences? Yes. Do I respect them? Yes, absolutely. If somebody is a phone talker person, I need to, I will adjust and I'll talk on the phone with them. I just don't think most people know how wild my schedule and how like hyper focused I am on efficiency. And it's not a burden. I love it. I just am not the guy to call and then stop my day to take that call. It's wild how much that like sets my day off. Not a fan. So that would be my answer. I do understand all answers, but yeah. Would you text before coming over? Yes, to the rooftop, way more than even call than the text before call. Do not show up to my house unannounced. Not welcome. Not. And that's my family, that's my closest friends, that's my anybody's. That's my neighbors, right? And of course there's exceptions. Is there emergency? Call me. If it's something urgent, call me, right? I know that, right? Right now, if Nate were to call me, Johnny Ray, I know it would be serious and I would pick up immediately. Absolutely immediately. Got it. Obviously, there are exceptions. But if it's someone that's just calling me out of the blue and they're like, what's up, man? What are you up to? No! Stop it. Don't do that. I don't like small talk. I don't like wasted time. Don't do that. No. Same. Dylan, same. If somebody calls me, I automatically think, what's wrong? Automatically think what's wrong. Exactly. Yep. But again, sincerely, I understand the other side too. And remember, I had a debate with Sean earlier. Don't understand his side. Adamantly, no, he's wrong. Understand different sides on this one. I get it. Different preferences, different situations. Absolutely understood. Yep. But for me, text me first. Yep, text me first. All right, next one. Ooh, okay. With your phone, assuming you have a significant other, a spouse, a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a fiance, thing like that. Is your phone private to you? Meaning they don't access it. They don't have a passcode. They don't get into your phone. That is private to you? Or is your passcode known by your spouse? Is your phone available to your spouse, to your significant other? Where are you at on this one? Meaning, and I'll phrase it in a different way before we do the poll. Meaning, are you okay if your spouse were to grab your phone and go into it? Or are you like, that's me, right? That's me. So, and this would be a good way. Private is your phone is locked and your significant other does not know how to get in. Shared, meaning they know how to get into your phone. It is totally available, shared with them. All right? Is it private or is it shared? Put your answer in the chat. This was what, number 2? All right, number 3 here. Poll coming up soon. All right, poll in the chat, guys. Click it. Because I know people adamantly on both sides of this one. And sometimes things come up, right? And people might think that either like the rants or the this or that topics are about them. Just so you guys know, I set these shows up a week ahead of time. Absolutely nothing to do with anybody in here, anything like that. So please don't think anything like that. Please. I set them up at least a week ahead of time. Companies can verify. I reach out for the details. I set the show up ahead of time. All right, get those answers in, guys. Get those answers in. Okay. All right. Vast majority, 85% said shared. We still have 15% that said, that's what, almost 10 people, I would say, that said private. And Dan, do you rehearse your show or slides? No, not at all. Nope, no rehearsal. I don't even rehearse my videos. I'm sure I probably did in the beginning, but no, I don't. For me, it's, of course, shared. I've never gone through Sam's phone, but I could. I have her passcode. She has my passcode. There is absolutely nothing hidden there. She can look through anything and everything she wants. She can ask me about anything she wants. Absolutely on this one, it is open. I got nothing. Sam knows more about me sometimes than I do. If I had an impressive bowel movement that day, she's going to know all the details about it. If I saw something that stood out to me about someone's appearance, good or bad, she's going to know about it, right? This is very, very, very just open and free. And yeah, she can scan through my phone as much as she wants. And I know I could do the same for hers. And I understand like people being like, well, it's insecure if you just, all relationships I've found are very different, right? Everybody's situation is different. I try not to judge in those situations. So yeah. Yep. Why would I need to use their phone? Oh, Sam and I use each other's phone all the time, right? There will be times where she is busy and she'll say, hey, can you go text my mom from my phone? Something like that. Or, hey, I have a picture in my phone. Can you send that to me? And so I need her password. I get in her phone all the time, but it's for reasons like that. It's never to like stoop through her phone or anything. And it'll happen for her too. For example, all the time, I'll be in the shower and I'll be like, oh, shoot, babe. Hey, will you go on my phone? And then I'll ask her to do something. So to answer your question just straight up, why would I need to use their phone? It's not just to look things up, but there are situations where she needs to use my phone. And so, yeah, yep, that would be why. And it happens all the time. All the time. Sam's on my phone, I'm on her phone for purposeful reasons. Yep, for purposeful reasons. I thought I got a strange text the other day. Did I send something? I'm blanking on it. I probably sent something that was supposed to be to Sam or something like that. Too funny. Yeah, emergencies. Yep, absolutely. Yep, for sure. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, next one. Ooh, in texting right now, do you have your read receipts on or off? Can people tell when you have read the messages on your text messages, yes or no? And again, no right or wrong. This is just personal preference. What you got? All right, this is text messages on or off. Brian, I don't know off the top of my head, but original I think is off. Dean. And those of you that say I have some on, some off, that would be on. If you have any read receipts on, put on. Yeah, it's an option in your phone, guys. Yeah, I hear you, Robert. Absolutely, man. Understood, dude. I'm not sure, Sean. Could be. I can always turn up the music if you just let me know. Say, hey, man, music's a little bit quieter. Got you. All right. So this one was close. More people have on than off. I am generally an on person as well. I like to see, just simply for communication flow, right? If I'm wanting to talk to someone and they have not read my message, I'm not the person that's going to pile on 7 more messages. I have found with speaking to people, especially if they have ADHD, if I text something and I ask where I need a response to it, there's very few people that will go through the 7 things and respond to them. They will respond to one or something that stands out to them, and then they move on. So I'm someone where I really like to see if they've read it, and it's kind of like a courtesy thing. It's a polite thing. Where if they're not reading it, I'm not going to blow up their phone. I'm not just going to keep hitting them up and sending a ton of messages. But I can see if they've read it. It helps out the rhythm, the flow of the conversation. And if you guys like get to know me, especially like close and personal, I'm very big about conversation and flow. I don't want to be an inconvenience. I don't want to be an annoyance. I want to be able to have the best vibes of conversing, and that makes a difference to me. And so, yeah, that is a big one. A big one for me is being able to understand the context of the conversation. All right, context of the conversation. So yes, yep, absolutely. Yeah. And Nate said, sometimes I read a message, then respond when I can, which reads as they left me on red, which is never the intent. And I do understand that side too. Sometimes when you read it, and then you get distracted and you don't respond, they can read things that aren't true and say, oh my gosh, he's ignoring me. He's not getting back to me. I do. That is a fair point. Absolutely. Okay. We have 2 more, guys, and then we're going to get out of here very soon. 2 more. Okay. With your work, and this is with messages, calls, emails, like actual things, communications with work. Do you have the openness for work after hours, right? Do you answer messages? Do you respond to emails? Do you read work things after hours? Or are you the person when work is done, you close that door and you are out? There is no more work until you clock back in. Which one are you? After work hours or no? You shut down the moment you clock out. And obviously this has to do with your type of career. This has to do with what you do for your job. Very relative. I'm just curious. Yep, I'm just curious. All right, there's a poll in the chat, guys. There's a poll in the chat. And a good way to say it is, do you leave work at work, or is work something that permeates into your daily being? Congrats, Daryl. Couple more seconds, guys. I hear you, Chris. Yep, I hear you, Chris. All right, so let's go and end that one. Another very close one. Very close one. Shut off. Work is done. You leave. Boom. 56%, 44% for after hours. I am obviously an after hours guy. My work, just part of what comes with being me and how I do this, it does kind of blend into my life. It's not, there's 0 hours for me. I'll respond to people at 1 a.m. sometimes. I'll respond to people at 7 a.m. I mean, there's not really much of a fence there, but that kind of comes with being self-employed. That comes with being someone who helps people for a living. That's literally what I do. When you really, really dumb it down, I help people for a living. Is it always the most ideal situation? I mean, no. However, it affords me other aspects of life that are ideal and flexible. So it just kind of is a give and take type situation. So for me, I'm absolutely after hours. You guys know that. There's no real, I mean, how many people are literally working at 11:48 p.m.? I mean, not a ton, but also started working at 7 a.m. True story. Actually did. So yeah, I do. Yep. All right, last one. And please don't get dramatic on this one. I'm just curious. I almost didn't do it because I'm like, people can't handle this. Let's prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Some of you going in the other way, but prove them wrong here that we can handle good discussions and even disagreements here. I'm just curious your thoughts on this one. All right. Yeah, Kenny, I got a good fee for that if you would like. Yes. All right. Just curious your mindset on this one. With the internet today, are people connected more? And please take a second to think before you lash out and get either answer, grumpy answer, whatever. Are we more connected today, or are we isolated more because of the internet? Lots of angles to think about, but because of the internet, are we connected more, or are we isolated more? And obviously, there's different ways to view it. Are you saying we're not connected because it used to be a village and people went outside and did all the things that I just talked against, right? You would go to your neighbor's house, you do those things? Or are we connected more because you have contact with people and cultures across the country and world that you never would have had in a million years if you did not have the internet? And that's the thing. So this is how you view it. Michael says we're all alone right now. Are you, or are we in a room with 150 people? And again, I don't know the answer. I'm not saying right or wrong. But that's exactly why I'm asking. Are you alone right now, or are you connected right now? It's all perspective. You cannot say someone is right or wrong. Yeah, there's so many perspectives on this. That's why I genuinely wanted to know where people are at. And obviously we can break it down and say, well, no. Are we connected more or isolated more? Put your answers in the chat. Okay. 67% of the chat, 2/3 said isolated, 1/3 said connected. I am unbelievably on the connected side. And it's not even close to me. And I will prove it to you guys from my perspective. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just telling you my perspective. So a couple of things here. Zach says, I'm not wearing pants, by the way. Genuine, true story. I'm not wearing pants right now. No sarcasm, no lies. I don't wear pants on stream. Zach says, I would say isolated from real world human connections, but that's a tough one. Kay says there are exceptions like this stream, but human contact in person is still important. I think in that we definitely are more isolated. Okay. Please listen up. If you're watching right now, please get involved on this. Please type me or yes in the chat if you and I have met in person, human interaction. Please type in the chat if you and I have seen face-to-face in person. All right? Drop a comment, put a yes, put a me, and let's see where we're at here. All right. So the people that I've met in person. So I've met Nate, Sean, JB, Rob, Jacob, Bob and Terry, Brandon, Jeff, SCJ, Brian, Daryl, Arden. Again, guys, these are all yeses. These are humans that I have met in person and interacted with. There's more, too. There's several people that haven't said yes yet. They're embarrassed. But I have met them in person. Steven, yes. We have met in person. Many of you I'm going to meet. I know that for a fact. Yep, for a fact. What was that? Double digit. Out of all of those people, you guys, 0 of them did I know before this live stream and YouTube channel. 0. I'm going to meet as many of those people that said yes as we go through. Oh, no, SCJ. I thought we did too. Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny, man. So, I would say isolate from real world human connections, but that's a tough one. I would say, but definitely more isolated, real human contacts. What are the odds I would have met those people if it was not for the internet? Nate, maybe he lives over an hour away from me. Maybe some weird world would have crossed paths. Sean lives in California. Brian, Bob, and Terry live in Florida. Rob lives on the East Coast. Yeah. No, you're right, Sean. It's 10% of my current audience, but it's 10% more than I would have met without the internet. And I promise I'm going to meet Ken soon. I know I'm going to meet August at some point. I know I'm going to meet Jerry at some point. And Nate said, I think you can create meaningful connections online. You get meaningful connections. I love hanging out with Dan in person, but every Tuesday we stream, it's like kicking it. And maybe I'm an exception. But I have real friends that I've met here, and some of them I've never interacted with humanly, right? Like Veronica here. I think she knows me very well. I know who she, like, there's not like some weird disconnect because of the internet. I really believe you can make those connections. I'll give you another example. You guys know Donald Long. He was in an ambulance fighting for his life while I was on Command's Corner live stream. He called me. I met him through this channel when his literal life, his body was shutting down. He didn't know if he was going to make it. He called me. I would never in a million years have met Donald, who lives in New Jersey and Florida, if it wasn't for this. I'm connected to so many amazing people because of the internet. I'm connected to an unbelievable amount of local people, but I still would have. So I understand every view, every point you guys made. You're not wrong. Absolutely not wrong at all. But I know I'm way more connected to people because of the internet. I know my relationships have vastly grown because of the internet, have grown better because of the internet. So I don't think so. And as we sit here right now, and this is not me like persuaded or this, I've not felt alone once in the last 3 hours. Not once. Literally not once. My entire family has been asleep for hours. This does not seem isolated to me. This does not seem alone to me. This feels deeply connected. Deeply connected. And I'm not BSing. Like, I actually feel connected. Those are some of you I've never once met in person, but I know you. Like, I literally know you. Now, I do take pride in being a very perceptive person. I read people. I study. I'm big into mannerisms. I'm big into cutting through BS and stuff. I literally know you. Like, there's not a question. You're not pulling a sheep's wool over my eyes. There's no, like, I know you. We are friends, like actual real friends. Happy almost Tuesday out there. I believe I am more connected because of the internet. But I can understand for those of you that are not. Absolutely understood. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it there. I think it's an overwhelmingly positive thing. And I love the connections I've made. But I'll just leave it there. Good points all around. Final question before the final giveaway, you guys. What was the highlight of your weekend? What was the highlight of your weekend? Drop a comment in the chat. Let's see where you're at. I'm going to blow my nose real quick. Hold on. I'll put a little tune on. We'll go right back to that one. What blows me up. Be right back, guys. All right. Hey, yeah, and real quick, I posted about it. Nate messaged me. We went and saw the Faraway Magic Tree movie with the family. Fantastic movie. Nate reached out. He's like, was it actually good? Should we go see it? I said, yes. Really good message. Really good movie, you guys. I had not even, it was Andrew Garfield, the old Spider-Man. If you have younger kids, you guys, or if you have like middle school and younger kids, awesome movie. This was one of the rare kid movies that I really enjoyed. So again, guys, if you does it have anything to do with the old school Magic Treehouse books? I don't know. So essentially, it's about getting kids off devices. It's about getting kids off the internet. Is a huge part of it. It was just straight up good movie. Yep, good movie. Oh, nice. I saw him hit that field goal, Jeff. Very cool. Yeah, old school, really good movie. Really good movie. So if you have kids and you're looking for a good movie, I was hooked on every single bit of it. So awesome. Drove 14 hours to stand in the ocean. Oh, very cool, man. I drove, Sam took 3 of them, but we drove 27 hours just this last week. We drove straight with one stop from Idaho to Michigan. All right, guys, happy Tuesday, by the way. This was a late one. We got going a little bit later, but guess what? There's no rules. We get to do whatever the heck we want here. I'm going to drop a link in the chat in case anybody has not signed up, but we do have one last free giveaway from Artius, man, y'all. Link is in there. Put your name, put your email, and I know some of you are like, man, I'm staying up late. Guys, I do this every week. And I get up real early to get the kids to school and, and go to the gym and everything. Come on now. Let's go, Miles. Got your stitches out today? Let's go, baby. Let's go. We hit chest day today. It felt good. Okay. In a moment, I'm going to draw the final $50 gift card winner from Artius, man. But first, let me circle back to their deal real quick in case anybody missed it or is new in here. Essentially, you have 1 week where if you spend $15 and then you go search and you add the fall weather pack to your cart, use code DANCFall5, you get that free 5 fall oil sample pack for free. Absolutely for free there, you guys. Really nice. It's like a $20 offer, or you can use DANC20 if you want to save 20% off. Either way works. The link is pinned in the chat, and the full details are laid out in the description, and they are in our Facebook group right now. If you guys want to pop over there, Commands Corner. All right? Say that 5 times fast. No, I nailed it, Lee. You only get once. I nailed it, my man. All right. Same deal. If you see your name on the screen, drop a comment to claim your victory. Do we have in the building? Dun, dun, dun. Brad Glazer. Glazer, barely know her. Woo! All right, Brad, are you out there? Drop a comment to claim this victory. What a fun last name. All right. Jeff, when is Autumn Spice coming out in the full-size bottle? Got a good question. Final chance to ask Jeff questions, you guys. Careful. I know. Dylan, that one's getting too close to the sun. I don't want my wings to melt, if you know what I mean. Brad G, in the place to be. Are you out there? All right. Hey, thank you, Karen. What an unbelievably kind comment. Thank you, Artius and Dan. Great night. Made my day. Hey, Brad, congrats, dude. You did it. You won $50 from Artius Man. Artius Man. Artius Man. Artius Man. Yeah, I got vocal range. Tell Sam. I'm kidding. I'm a terrible singer. Don't tell her. All right, guys. I am going to get out of here. Please enjoy the week ahead, man. Life is too amazing to be bogged down on some BS that you're making up in your mind. It'll be okay. This will pass. You're going to get through it 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week at a time. We're in this together. Everybody, check to see if you hit that thumbs up on the video. Before I get out of here, I just want to say, stay bearded, stay positive, and for the live stream community especially, love you guys.